So, oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I'm like, better late than ever. So for 20 years of my life, I've lived my life like I was never going to have a child.
Yeah.
And I was fine with it. Right.
Yeah. Like your brain is just taking a shift to like.
Well, I just bought a house in Thailand. I just redid my entire house here.
Yeah.
You know, I put a down payment on a house in Portugal.
Yeah.
Like
kids can go with you.
Well, they can, but like all these things though that I like, okay, these are expenses that were there pre having a kid. Right. Which is fine. But she has a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
And she's in a custody battle with her ex. They weren't married, but
they've
never done anything about custody issues. And
yeah.
So I'm not going to let her sit in DC being pregnant. And
so she has to be in DC because
she can't leave the state with her kid
until
they establish, which could take years.
Yeah.
So I literally found out. I flew out to DC. I found a house. I bought it. I moved Friday.
Oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. Well, you'll have trees out there and weather. You're not used to that. I don't like weather. Snow is so good.
No, I'm actually really excited. For me, I'm excited. She hates it out there.
Yeah.
She hates the cold. She has what's
her name?
Chelsea.
Okay.
What is the thing? It's not a disease, but her, like, as soon as the temperature drops below 70, she just starts getting like all of her fingertips are butt white. She starts going
I've never heard
hypothermic.
Of this.
She can't deal with cold. She has
is it not good circulation?
Yeah, her circulation in her feet and her hands is like completely crap. She's high. She needs high levels of iron, stuff like that. And even that doesn't work. It's an actual issue. She's diagnosed.
Why does she live there?
Well, because she went out there to learn how to tattoo. So she's one of the most intelligent people that I've ever dated by far. So she was like was a 4.4 in high school. Then she went to IU, graduated with like a 4.2 or something like that.
Yeah.
And went to graduate school. She was going to be a doctor.
Yeah.
And she figured out, she's like, I don't want to be a doctor.
Medical school, I'm going to go tattoos.
Well, so she was also voted in high school, not only the prettiest girl in high school, but she's also voted the most artistic.
Oh.
So she's always been an art person.
Yeah.
So, she's doing this and she's trying to appease like, oh, this is what I should do because she's really smart and she's good at it.
You're in love.
Oh, yeah.
I can see it in your face.
Oh, for sure. I'm totally in love. But then she figures out like, this sucks. I hate it. And then she went into like looking at dental and she's like, this is just as bad.
Why?
And so she's like, screw it. So she's like, I'm going to learn how to tattoo. So she took an apprenticeship role out in DC.
Yeah.
And she's very good. Like she has a 6-month wait list.
Does she like freehand it?
She draws everything by hand. Every piece that you get is an actual single art piece. It's not on AI. It's not on a iPad. It's not some stupid program that does. Because trust me, a lot of this stuff, it still takes someone looking at it and manipulating. But I'll see 50 versions of this mask because she just AI. But she's got to apply it, right? She's still a good artist.
Yeah.
She draws everything, and she only does black and white. It's all realism.
Okay,
or ornamental.
Yeah, so that's my one daughter. She's like only all black and white, and that takes a real special skill set because of just the lines.
Her lines are so clean, and her blacks are so bold.
Well, Chelsea, what?
Contrast. Chelsea Butler.
Okay, I want to have her look at it.
Yeah, she's really good. But it's not the art that I would put on my body.
Yeah,
a lot of birds, a lot of flower work, a lot of ornamental. Yeah, I would say probably she does a lot of men too. Believe it or not, I'm like, how many guys you get? She said about 30%, I think.
Hey, you should tap into your feminine side. What are you going to do with the leg after?
I mean, I have painted toenails. Isn't that feminine enough?
I'm thinking that you should just do your one leg that you take all the color one off. That one should all be black and white.
Actually, that's what my right leg is going to be black and white probably. But this leg, because it's so colorful down there, and I'm not going to take the whole thing off.
Yeah, I
have to cover it with like heavy color again.
Okay.
To cover it.
Oh, okay.
Because the same thing with this arm. This had black and gray on it. Like you can actually see some of the cover. See that that's an old tattoo. I'm just going right over it.
Yeah, maybe I should do that for my like creepy, fat, no muscle arms. I'll be like, looky there, look at this.
Yeah, just jazz it up.
Yeah,
make it look super defined.
Yeah.
Give it some contrast.
My husband was
Look at him jacked.
Yeah. He was like, what are you going to wear? I'm like, something with sleeves because I'm with Trevor and I don't have any muscle in my arms.
Oh, stop.
I'm going to be working on it, but haven't done it yet. So I was just like,
don't give me that. I'm going to work on it and haven't done it yet. Get in the fucking gym.
That's what he said. He was just like,
I don't want to hear that.
You keep
BS.
talking about it. Everything else in your life, you just go do, but not that. I'm like, I don't know.
All right. By the way, this is Ginger. Like,
where are we looking?
So you can look anywhere. You got this one on you. That one's a wide.
Okay.
But yeah, so Ginger, who we've known each other, what, 5 years? 4 years?
It does feel like a long time.
It does feel like a long time. You're one of the hardest workers I know.
Well,
you're the only person I know. You live 2 hours outside of my time zone and you'll call me at midnight.
Yeah.
And I definitely get texts after midnight.
Notice you don't get any in the morning.
No, I don't get any anymore. You were definitely a late night. Are you a vampire by nature? Like,
yeah.
Did you put on like massive amounts of sunscreen so you can be in this
file
podcast?
them down.
Yeah. You're like,
PRP.
Yeah. You're just, put a grill and they grow back later. But tell us a little bit about you, because people have no idea who you are. I know, and my team knows who you are because we love you.
Yes. Well, I'm just a mom.
And just a mom. How many children do you have, Mom?
We have 7 girls.
Okay. 7 girls, no boys.
Yeah.
She's definitely a feminist. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. So 7 girls.
Maybe one. 7 girls.
What are the age range?
They're from 22 all the way up to 31, 32.
Okay. So 7 kids in 10 years.
Yes.
And 22 to 32. So
yes.
You figure that out. She does not look her age. Okay.
I'm 72. Is it so crazy?
Vampire, I'm telling you. Okay, so but tell us a little more. I know you've had incredible. You're an entrepreneur. You and your husband are both entrepreneurs. You've been in insurance. You've been in medical. You've been in telehealth.
Yeah.
Peptides, obviously, with me. So what else? What kind of drove your passions? Obviously, we now work together. She's part of our team.
Yeah.
At Alpha.
I chose Trevor.
Yep. Thank you.
In the beginning.
It's an honor.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up.
You chose me now, but.
Oh, stop.
You didn't know.
No, you were the first phone call we made.
To what?
To be like when we were like, hey, we're going to start wanting to bring people in to work for the company because when you drift in, a lot of people don't understand this. When you are in the actual drug side of the business, you cannot pay commissions and all that stuff. You have to have W-9 people that work for you. You can't just, go out and sell and I'll commission you. That's against the law. So, we want to make sure she was part of the team because you're very good at what you do. You're incredible marketer. And
I love you guys. Y'all take really good care of all the people.
We try. It's people are the biggest asset you could ever have because AI is going to take over. You better have some good friends. Yeah.
And referrals and just customer service. How long did it take me to say I wanted to because I think that this is really important because for a really long, let's go back. So originally when I got into bioregenerative medicine and your body can heal itself. And it started with, I had a company in Austin, Texas that said, hey, we need a marketing person to come in to basically help us figure out how we can market to doctors because with Stark Law, Sunshine Act, you can't buy a doctor anymore.
No,
you can't buy a vacation. And that was kind of when that was all fresh happening and they had in-house legal too. So all their marketing collateral, everything just kept getting denied. They were just like, no, we can't do that.
Yeah.
Do that.
I deal with it all day long. You have to be very creative and you got to be very specialized. You don't even care. Trust me. Most people don't care, but it just means that you got to earn the business.
Yeah. You gotta be good.
Yeah.
So doctors choose you.
Yep.
So, and so I went home and I just thought. And my husband's actually really great. He's like my sidekick. We.
How long you guys been married?
He's going to kill me. Since 2013.
Okay.
Yeah. We've been together a lot longer than that.
Yeah.
Very scandalous, but we'll talk about that later. But we are just each other's ride or die where we talk about business all the time because we talk about new ideas because our goal in life is to build something so big that somebody wants to buy it and then we retire. And so, but anyway, so I knew that there was a great deal of money to be had in pharmaceutical sales and, medical device. And so that's how I pursued that. And so when I found this company, they hired me. They basically were just like, here's this wall we can't get through. You need to figure it out. So I thought, okay, well, let me just talk to the doctors. They had 2,800 doctors, orthos that were doing their medical devices. So this company, I'm not going to give them any credit. I'm not going to say their name or anything right now but
I love it.
But they did medical device. So they would take basically out of the stem cells out of your body.
Yeah.
Spin it around.
Do they do it through the hip?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
And then they separated it all out. And then the doctor would then in-house, they did it right in the operating room, inject it back in where it was supposed to go.
Yeah. A lot of people think that the stem cell exosome game is this crazy because the government has done a really good job of making people scared of it.
Yeah.
But do you realize that you could pretty much open because you're just processing tissue.
Right.
It's probably one of the lax licenses you can get.
Yeah.
It's like I can open up and get a tissue bank license and start producing stem cells and exosomes for 1/100th the cost of what it cost me to build my drug manufacturing sites.
Well, and
they're so easy, but you can also kill people if you do it wrong.
Yeah.
So that's why it is, but they're not hard if they're done right.
Well, too.
And they're illegal in most states.
One of the things I think that people don't think about from the marketing standpoint, they're like, well, I haven't heard of this. Why is it, if it could really do this, then wouldn't everybody be doing it? And the problem is the drug companies, right? And insurances. Like, why is it not covered by insurance? Why not? So it was really funny because my husband even did it. Like, if people knew that their bodies were made by God to heal themselves, then we wouldn't need drug companies. We wouldn't need like all of the things that
drugs have a place, and there are extremes. If you go and get hit by a bus, you're going to need help, right?
Yeah.
You're going to need morphine, which is natural if you look at the base of opium. But if you look at what we do, you're going to need probably, antibiotics, also natural. Like, yes, but you'll start getting down the wire of this stuff.
GOP is natural. Okay.
Yeah. So you're going to need help, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. But I think that we 80 years ago kind of said, we like the easy route, right? So what can we make way stronger? Steroids, drugs, all these different things, alcohol, enhance, easy to use, put a pill in, and what they do is they take your body out of this normal rhythm and you stop it from having to do its own job at the same pace instead of supporting your system to do it. Now, I'm never going to be like, there are times I use certain drugs and there's things that we don't have peptides or natural ways to fix yet.
Like Adderall. Is it natural?
No.
Like, it's life-changing. It's changed my life in my 50s, but yeah. Okay. I get what you're saying.
So yeah, I mean, it's based on meth, but it not really, but it is, it's part of that whole entire category that does have. Now, do we have anything that can make you that hyper focused? Yeah, no. So if you have an actual extreme problem or issue, you it's okay to use things that will allow you to have a balanced life.
Yeah.
But like you were saying about stem cells and exosomes, there isn't enough study room on them because you can't necessarily patent a stem cell or exosome. It is what it is, right?
Yeah.
We're going to take out
study it.
We're going to take out your stem cell. We're going to put it back in you. Like we're going to culture it, grow more, and put it back in. But the what's been shunned down is they kind of scare you, like, oh, we don't know what it's going to do. It could grow cancer. Well, no, that's not what they do.
Right.
They go down and help reproduce new like birth cells, right? Essentially inside the body. Or exosomes have like a targeted approach.
Yeah.
They're like the carriers, kind of like a peptide. They're very similar to what peptides do. They have a purpose. So they're not going to do those things. So me personally, I do a mixture of both every 3 months. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they're helping or not, but
is it hurting though?
No, like, that's what I'm saying.
It's not going to hurt. So
no, we have a stem cell treatment that's in for cancer ANDA right now.
Yeah, there's
application
so
for a new drug.
They're using it for so much.
Yeah, so they are good. It's just like HGH.
Yeah.
30, 40 years of telling everybody, oh, these are horrible for you. No. I've been on growth hormone 12 years. It's the greatest thing I ever did.
Yeah.
Like I am healthier than I've ever been. You're
sleeping better.
Oh my God. Yeah. I go to bed at night. Don't get me wrong. Everybody has those nights where you get things on your mind or whatnot. I fall asleep in 3 seconds. Everybody I've ever like slept next to on an airplane, a car, whatever. It's like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
I get in. I'm like, oh, I'm comfortable.
That's my husband. I'm like, are you faking?
No, I'm out. All out. Just out cold. But I think it's a large to do with that because your body just goes, oh, you're ready. I'm comfortable. Time to start healing.
Yeah. I mean, I think I like that RFK is in there because he sees the value behind like healing ourselves. I know it's it's a balance, like you said, but I think that the fight, I mean, I get it. Gosh,
well, there's a difference between preventative and reactional.
Yeah.
When you're reacting, you probably need a drug.
Yeah.
If
like
you actually
root cause versus treating the symptom, right?
Yeah. And I don't want to give away something that I'm working on in a project. But
you don't want to tell us a secret?
I can't because, it's a kind of a big deal. I have a partner and it's her idea. Okay. We're doing it together. But like it's going down the same road of it, genetic testing, right? Mm-hmm. Now, there's a lot of bogus tests out there. And trust me, everybody wants to sell me theirs.
Yeah.
And I go on, I do it. And then I start reading through their, it does all these biomarkers. Start reading through it. I go, you guys literally cut and pasted the same fucking answer.
Yeah.
In every single one of these. You're not giving me any information. I get through the first 4 or 5 and I go, okay, you just wrote the same thing again. But if you go into some of the really deep ones, and like they're so difficult to read, I actually built an AI platform to go over the 150 pages this thing pumps out about your genetics. But you can start really looking and it goes, by the way, you don't process these things. You're susceptible to heart disease. So stay away from these things. And you can kind of take a peek in a 1-page snapshot and go, okay, I need to stay away from ribeyes.
No, dude, like, so here's how to tell if a genetic test is real.
I'm sorry.
Back it up. So I had a genetic test. I didn't tell them anything about my history or myself, right? And when she came back to me, she was like, hey, here's the things we found out about you. She's like, first of all, your body doesn't really, make enough vitamin D,
Everybody's that way.
Really?
It's so common. I have the same problem because of another problem, though.
So I've had skin cancer every single year for the last 12 years.
Their name is Ginger and a redhead.
They're like, yep, you had melanoma. Yep, you have a squamous. Yeah, I have one here. I got to take off. So she said, your family is susceptible to Alzheimer's. Your family is susceptible to heart disease. Your family is, what was the third thing? Alzheimer's, cancer. Mm-hmm. So those 3 things. And I'm just like,
great, life's over.
My family is susceptible to those things. Well, immediately it makes me want to look at peptides.
What can you do to prevent that?
I've been on this I keep asking you these questions about dihexa because I low-key put my parents on dihexa. And because my dad was saying
I got my parents on it.
Well, he was saying weird things. And I'm like, and he's such a sharp guy. Yeah. And I'm like, so he's been on for 9 months. And my mom's like, oh, he has to be on these. He's so different.
You know what's crazy is okay, so I watched my entire family die of the same thing. My grandmother died of Alzheimer's. My uncle died of Parkinson's. My dad, I think, has early onset.
We're saying weird things.
Well, it just runs in the family, and then you hear about it's one of my aunts maybe has some things going. It's in the family.
Yeah.
Right. If you know that's in there, why wouldn't you preventively take tesofensine, which is being studied to help prevent? Oh yeah,
tesofensine
for stage 2 for Parkinson's, right?
Oh
yeah. So I
just used it to not feel hungry.
It helps with that. That's the thing. You take something that helps with all these other things. I take it every single morning.
Yeah.
You're going to you have more energy. You have better focus. Mm-hmm. You're sharper. You're quicker.
You feel quicker,
right? And if I can just maybe either put off Parkinson's to 5 to 10 years later down the road, or not get it at all, why wouldn't I use this and get all the benefits of it for less than a cup of coffee a day? And by the way, you really don't have to drink coffee because it helps like you're drinking coffee.
Yeah.
So save the money on your Starbucks. Yeah. And it's cheaper.
Yeah.
So I just look at things like that. So same thing. So I take every single day because of Alzheimer's and all the stuff that's in that genealogy. I take P21, which is a injectable. It's not the same thing, but it's like a dihexa. It's a BDNF, massive amounts of uptake. Dihexa is an oral, and it's actually being studied for that. And then I do C-Max, Selank, and oxytocin. And I do those every morning.
You do? Okay. So
low dose because I'm trying to do preventative.
Are you on the ADHD side? Do you?
People say I am.
Yeah. I feel like you're
I'm definitely
my comrade like that. So geniuses are like that.
I got a lot going on. I run 44 companies. Yeah. I have to be a little ADHD.
I have another idea. But C-Max and Selank, do you find that it helps you with that? And should I try to replace my Adderall with it, or can I take it with it?
Well, yeah, the things you want to stay away from are anything that's a serotonin re-up inhibitor. Sometimes we don't want to, and you're fine with C-Max Selank, but when you start getting into some of the other ones like tesofensine, because that helps with.
Yeah, that clashes with the SSRIs.
They can cancel each other out. You might get an odd response to your medication that you're taking.
Yeah.
So definitely do your research when you're looking at those things and consult a doctor, or, if you don't have a doctor, make sure you do real research into what your challenges are. And then that way, even if you do take them, it's not like all of a sudden you're going to be like, you're going to go insane or something, but at least you'd be prepared. Oh, I think I'm getting what it talked about as a reaction. So I should have listened to him. That made me
feel weird.
Yeah, I should have listened to him. That's not meant to go together. But
the
C-Max part, I dealt with, I have epilepsy.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, so I have a very rare form of epilepsy. It's the short, easy name is euphoric epilepsy. There's a really long medical name for it. I don't have the sees thing. I get really intense deja vu is the closest way I can describe it. The whole world comes into like a very tiny circle. I sweat profusely. I throw up everywhere, and then I'm exhausted for hours.
You just start throwing up and sweating, or you're like, I feel it coming. I
need
no,
you know it's coming.
Yeah.
Like I'd be pulling over on the freeway. Like I never pass out, but I'm like, oh, and I've thrown up in my car on my feet where you can't do it. I mean, I've thrown up windows, I've thrown up in offices. I'll wake up and I'll be having one. And this was going on for
your heart.
Years. There's like 10 years of my life I don't remember because I was zapping away memories.
Your whole life?
So I started getting in my mid-20s.
Yeah.
I started with one. I didn't know what it was. Then I had another one like a year later.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it was so tense. The first one, I remember like that. Well, I remember having that before. And then I got one 6 months later. And then by the time I figured out what it was, I was having 2 to 3 a day. And my previous doctor, he was older. He actually was like, yeah, you're fine.
That's crippling.
Well, it wasn't crippling. I would get through it. Like I was one of those guys. I worked.
Pardon me. I'm going to go throw up and sweat a lot in another room. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, pretty much. Bring change of shirts. Be prepared.
That's like being menopause.
Yeah. See, you just got to deal with life's little freaking.
Excuse me, I'm going to change clothes. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, go ahead. You had a doctor.
So I finally get a new doctor after God knows. I probably went 4 or 5, 6 years with no doctor. So I finally go, I should probably go see a doctor, but it's getting worse. Yeah. I'm tired of it. So I'm 37-ish, right in that range. And I get a new doctor. I go see him and I go, hey, can we do like a full panel? Yeah, I just, you're a new doctor. I'm a new patient. I'm almost 40. He goes, let me call it and see if insurance covers. So we did all the blood work and we did all the pee and the
more than the standard blood tests. They do nothing.
500 questions. Yeah. Oh yeah. This was like 20 vials of blood kind of thing. Right. So it comes back and he's like, okay, there's a couple things on here that are interesting we should look at. But he's going through the questionnaire and I'm telling him these things. And he goes, have you ever seen a neurologist? I go, no, why?
Scary.
He goes, I think you have epilepsy. I go, I've never had like a seizure. He goes, no, there's different forms of it. He goes, I'm not a neurologist, but it sounds like something I do know about. I'm going to refer you to this guy. He's the head of Hogue. And he's also the head of USC.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay. He goes, it's going to take, his name's Dr. Millett. Like, it's probably going to take you 6 months to see this guy. He's so busy. He's like the guy.
He's hard to get into.
But you've been dealing with this for 10, 15 years now. So you can wait 6 more months, right? And I'm like, okay. So I call. They're like, yeah, it was like 3.5 months later. They were going to see me. And she goes, if someone has a cancellation, are you in the area? We can sometimes call and just get you in right away. And I said, yeah, I work in Newport Beach. They're in Newport Beach. I'm mobile, so I can just jam over.
Yeah.
Sure enough, week and a half later, calls me, hey, I had a cancellation at 2. Can you be here? I'm like, I'll be there. So I go over and I'm sitting in front of this guy. And it's like a kind of a room like this, actually. He's a nice guy. Yeah. He's like, he's telling me about going. He look at me and smile. He goes, yeah, you have epilepsy.
Without even...
No test. Yeah, I go, why are you smiling? And I'm like, he's like, because I'm going to fix you. Right. I'm like, okay, I guess so. He goes, don't worry. We're going to run all the tests, but I know you have epilepsy.
Needs a doctor like that. Like, I got you.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay. So yeah, I would have the needles in the head, sitting shot, all the tubes, all the weird shit you got to go do, brain scans.
You did all that.
Come out. And he's like, yeah, you had this rare form of epilepsy. People don't associate it because it's not the other way. He goes, so I went through like a half a dozen medications. I ended up getting on like long-acting Keppra and one other thing.
Okay.
That what was working for me, but it kind of dulled me out a little bit.
Like your personality?
Yeah, definitely. It slowed me down. And granted, I'd been zapping memories out anyway, so it wasn't, but I started when I got into the peptide space. I was already in it.
How old were you when you got into peptides?
Well, about 36.
Okay.
Because I had to think. So, but there wasn't a ton of brain stuff. So brain stuff started coming and hitting the market like a year or two after this.
Okay.
And I'm like, so this is probably 2019 maybe.
Okay. Because it's usually an event like this that makes people like go to peptides. Like,
well, they were. So I'd already healed the bicep because I tore that off, but I was, there wasn't a ton out there back then. So I'm like looking at it. So I'm finding C-Max and Solank, but I'm like, that's not really going to help as much. And then I get my hand on P21, cerebroliacin. So I start just doing all these crazy brain cocktails. And so I've been on them since then. I removed myself off of all my medications 4 or 5 years ago now.
Off of the Keppra and
I haven't had a seizure since.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So
let's back up. Because I've had people ask me about this, like, hey, I have epilepsy. What would be, da, 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 da. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. You need to ask your doctor. But so you said not so much the C-Max and Link for the epilepsy. Not that you're a doctor.
It probably helps because there is some brain elasticity and stuff like that. But I think the P21 or the dihexa piece of it that really helps rebuild the brain.
Okay.
And it was really hard to get cerebral license. So I only did about 10 cycles or 10, the bottles are nasty. You got to IV them.
Why are they hard to get?
Well, it's illegal in the United States.
Oh, still.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping, I'm guessing that at some point that will get removed. If RFK sticks around because it's legal in all these other countries. It should not be illegal here. There's no reason.
Because it helps so much.
Anybody that has a stroke or a brain aneurysm or concussion, you immediately, I start IVing 10 milliliters a day or twice a day, and the recovery, the chance of recovery to full recovery.
Yeah.
It's like 10 times better.
Yeah, that's
so
insane. So
P21 is a branch of that.
Okay.
Dihexa is like kind of a piece of that. So I think I was doing heavy doses of P21 in the beginning.
Okay.
And
you immediately saw, like, did you see?
Well, I'd been running it for a while, and I go, okay, I'm going to start reducing it. So I cut my medication in half.
Yeah.
And then half again. And then I was off, and I just haven't had anything. No problem since. And I was having 2-3 a day.
So it wasn't treating the symptoms. It helped it to
go
away.
Mean, I don't know if I get off of it, but there are times that I haven't been on it for 2 or 3 weeks on travel or whatever, or we weren't able to find the raw materials because P21 wasn't exactly easy to find. But yeah, I haven't had any.
So let's think about that for your science brain. So what was happening in your, how like sometimes people are like, oh, inflammation. So we took care of the inflammation. And so now I'm better. What was happening that it helped you with that now it doesn't anymore?
Well, my brain was misfiring.
Okay. So like the synapses was like.
Yeah. And P21 goes in and helps rebuild those and correct them. So I'm guessing I just whatever I did helped rebuild that part of the brain that was misfiring. And I don't know. The thing about epilepsy is you could be fine your entire life, and then you have the big one 25 years later and you're dead.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't want to think that way. But I also went from 2-3 times a day to 0. So I think I did fix something.
Well, yeah.
And I didn't have that kind.
Yeah. I mean, I there's a TED Talk. I'm trying to remember what her name was. I think I posted something on it where she was like, that Alzheimer's and dementia is reversible. And I'm like, no one knows.
I don't know if it's reversible yet. I think we can halt it. I think we can prevent it. I think we can slow it down. But, we are, I was on the phone this morning about, we're running the human trial on Klotho right now, which I think is why I was able to have a child possibly, because that wasn't supposed to happen either.
So let's talk more about that. What's Klotho?
Okay. So alpha Klotho it's been studied for over 30 years. It's a protein that's derived from the kidneys in the brain.
Okay.
And it's arguably the greatest longevity product that we will have ever seen.
Okay.
It rebuilds kidney function, which is, there's nothing for it. And you've heard me talk about this on the podcast where once your kidneys go, there's no drug.
You're a goner.
You go on dialysis and they filter as much crap out of your blood so you don't die of blood poisoning.
Yeah.
And when that stops working, they replace your kidney or you die. That's it.
Yeah.
So
kidneys aren't just like, can't get them on Amazon.
No. And that's why you have 2.
Yeah.
It's a filter, right? The liver grows back, the kidneys you got 2.
Yeah.
So if one goes down, you have another one, right? Your body can survive on that as long as you don't beat the hell out of it.
Yeah.
So I have poor kidney function. That's another thing. My aunts had 2 kidneys replaced.
Right.
Right. So I've always been, and so my GFR was slipping.
It's genetic, right? It doesn't have anything to do with drinking.
Well, I do drink
like
a lot.
Hydration.
I do drink a shit ton of water though, but I didn't always. Yeah, there's something.
It's safe to say if you do drink a lot, like it's good.
Well, you should be drinking a lot of water.
Yeah.
Right. So there are things you can do to help it. But most people, do you know that close to 500 million people have kidney problems?
No, I do.
Worldwide.
I drink nothing but soda every day.
Yeah, they have these issues. So, GFRs don't reverse. They don't just start climbing back up because you have the kidney problems, right? I've never seen my creatinine level inside the norm. I've never seen my GFR starts going back up. My creatinine level, I started in October. My creatinine levels went from I think the range was to 135, 1.35. I was in the 1.6, 1.7, 1.8s. I'm now 120, 1.2. My GFR went from a 44 and back at a 59.
And the only thing you changed was the Klotho.
Yeah. If anything, I'm beating the crap out of myself 10 times worse with gym and, pre-workout, all the crap you're not supposed to do. There's a lot of other things I do.
You got a lot going on too. You probably don't have enough time to Okay.
So it's made in the kidneys, but it also it'll help rebuild, cardiovascular system. It's linked to breaking the protein plaque off of the brain for Alzheimer's.
Anything for anti-aging?
Circulatory, all of it. It's all anti-aging. Yeah. Circulatory system, bone strength and density. I mean, go down the rabbit hole. It's but it's been hard.
I've only done one video on it. And I'm thinking I need to.
It really is. And we're now making enough of it that we're able to get the price down. It's come down. It was originally $800 a month, which, by the way, Klotho originally would cost me $10,000 a month to produce.
Really?
It's very hard to make. The original is over 1,000 aminos long. Mm-hmm. Takes forever to make, and it breaks. Mm-hmm. So you keep tossing it. Not to mention, people never could figure out how to get a synthetic version that's built outside the body into the body, because if you put too much in, it does the exact opposite. It'll screw your body up. So
So what are you doing that you're finding that this is successful, that it's not too much?
So Mike Farber is our chemist and scientist. Okay. He'll be on the show in a couple weeks. Mike Farber. He's got over 190 patents. Mm-hmm. Genius of a human being. Really great guy. He was born with massive kidney failure on one kidney in his 20s. They told him he was going to die by 30. He created this product, and he's now he's like in his late 70s, early 80s.
Okay.
He shouldn't be alive.
Yeah.
So he's basically just kept building things to keep him going. Frankensteining from the inside out, right?
And he's the one that you've been working with?
So he's the guy that created this, and he's our partner, right? So he'll actually be on for Alpha Sync, our medical platform. Okay. He's going to do a what are they called? He's going to jump on with all the doctors to talk about.
Panel?
Yes, because we have follistatin, the FLGR 242. And we have our new Lepto, which is in my freezer, which is our new GLP product that we have a patent on.
I love
That's a long-acting 17-day binder, so it's 2 shots a month. And it also has a muscle wasting component to help keep muscle tissue on the body.
Whoa.
So
wait, that's its whole section. Let's come back.
We can come back to that.
We're not going to squirrel, but I definitely
for sure.
So let's get back to Klotho.
So it does all these great things. Now the problem with Klotho is our version is in the 700s of aminos, and we have a patent on this product. So if you see it, Jay Campbell's my partner. So you see it on BioLongevity, it's real.
Oh, Jay.
Yep. Or if you see it on certain sites that we produce for people that we partner with, you'll see it on theirs.
Yes.
So if you go on.
It's called Klotho.
Yeah, it's called Alpha Klotho. And
ALO.
But there's other people that just say it. It's all fake. So definitely do check if they don't work with us or Jay Campbell. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
So
how to tell if it's bullshit?
Yeah, and we're doing human trials right now on the kidney piece of it. So those have started 6-8 months trials, humans, the whole deal, seeing how they react. So we're hoping we get some really good numbers and feedback, and that it works. And then we'll go into the next process. But that segue over to what it is now is like, I've been not able to have children my entire life. At 26, was unable. Probably a reason why my first marriage didn't work out, because there really wasn't much wrong with us other than we couldn't have kids and kind of turned into roommates.
Yeah.
And we're still, we're still friends to this day. We have a good relationship. We're not like hanging out on the weekend or anything, but
it's sad.
And she has no idea about this. And this part needs to be cut out until the 12-week time, but I'm 8 weeks pregnant.
You're 8 weeks pregnant?
It's inside.
Oh my God.
So it reversed it. Now I'm the person that can get pregnant. No.
You heard it here first.
No.
So you're having a baby.
So I'm having a baby, which was told to me that it was impossible 20 years ago, almost 20 years ago. And then on top of that,
we should see it.
I'll give them the 12-week vision.
Okay.
But yeah, it's in there. You saw it.
Yeah.
And
was that shocking? When you were like,
what's funny is, when you just have the feeling. Oh yeah, she was definitely shocked.
You said you couldn't have babies, and
yes, and granted, she always wanted one more. She already has one, but she's like, I have one, and I have you. That's all I need.
Yeah.
I wanted a second, but so she kind of was like, oh yeah, we're not going to have a second child, but she's like, yeah, you can help with my one. And I was like, okay, great, I'd love to. So yeah, so it was definitely a holy shit moment, for sure, that this is real. But it's the real deal. And
Klotho.
What we kind of tied to, and I didn't even bring this up. I was talking to another one of my chemists, Mike, different Mike.
Yes.
Who is an absolute genius. I've not talked to Mike Farber yet because I want to break it to him in person and get what his feedback is.
Yes.
From mad scientist himself. But I'm talking to my other Mike chemist who, when I say mad scientist, this guy is insanely smart. Like, he's the one that helped cure my mom's cancer.
Okay, I do want to talk about that too.
Yeah, so he's the guy that we were in my living room pulling blood and building basically natural killer cell immunizations that weren't even thought of in my living room to cure my mom's cancer when she was literally less than a month away from being dead.
That story. Okay. So
he's the genius. He's sitting there and I'm telling him like, dude, I got to tell you something. I got to move and I'm fucking pregnant. He's like, no, you can't have kids.
But did he think that they're like, why the Klotho? What was his thought process?
He goes, it's the greatest longevity product that this world will ever see. In his opinion, he goes, we won't find anything else like this.
Right.
For a while. He goes, we'll get a bunch of things that work, but like a single thing that can do so much to the human body.
Like, could people are like, I'm taking 10 peptides. If they pick one, when this one comes.
If you want to live forever, Klotho's the thing that's going to give you 20 years long.
I don't. I just want to be really pretty.
Well, that's going to do with that. Everything. Think about if your kidneys are filtering all the crap out better, your liver is filtering all the other crap out better, your heart's beating better. It all goes to the gut health. It all goes to staying younger longer.
What is this mad scientist think that it did in your body to make you have a baby?
Well, so that's what I'm saying. So I'm telling you, he looks at me and goes, have you been experimenting with Klotho by any chance? I go, why? He goes,
he knew.
I just have a feeling that we've never done any tests. He goes, I have a feeling that could repair the reproductive area for men that have sperm problems. Yeah. So maybe it worked for women too, but he's like, that's always been a thought for that. So now I'm going to have to, when this $1 million IRB that I just spent to be done is done, I'm probably going to go right back in and do another one on fertility.
Yes.
To see if that is it. I don't know. Maybe it's something else.
Well, but it is available for people and to try and
sure as heck's been helping my kidneys and everything else.
Yeah,
so
if it helps, you should tell somebody like, hey, I think this.
Well, I'll tell you this much right now. If
for
you
women
are
and men?
not trying to have a child,
yeah,
you better wrap it up if you're on it. I would say definitely protect yourself you're because I'm on 400 milligrams of testosterone a week. I shouldn't be able to have kids because of that alone. The fact that I'm pumping out sperm that I've never had in my entire life, now on 400 milligrams of testosterone, that's what blows my mind even more.
So, well, now this is going to sound really stupid because I'm not a mad scientist, but you can't be on birth control and then take it and then it make you have a baby? Because I mean, again, it would do the opposite of what you would want it.
Well, I think there's things that
I can't think of anything worse to happen to me in my entire life.
I don't know what it does for women though, right?
Oh, but for you,
for me,
yeah. Again, like it.
But yes, definitely an interesting one.
Okay. All right. So let's pivot over to you because I had this on my list to talk to you about today. Because I don't know why I've always with you, I've always worried about your mom. I know that's really strange, but I'll text you randomly.
I know you do. You're like, how's your mom?
On Instagram. And you're like, what a weirdo. I don't even know you, Mom, but I've been worrying about you. But I think
she's a very spiritual person. She'll appreciate that. She believes in prayers and
I'm very much like that. When I have a prompting to say something or do something, I'm like, hey, Trevor, I know it's 3 a.m. and this is really weird, but this guy on Instagram is talking about T cells or whatever. Mm-hmm. And you were like, yeah, we've already been there. So what happened in the living room?
So my mom's had 3 stints of cancer and she's recovered from all of them. The first one was traditional medicine. She went on chemo,
right? Did
that whole jazz and came out of it all right. And then that came back.
Yeah.
And then they put her on multiple forms of chemo. And this is a very condensed version of it. And there's podcasts that get deeper, but we can go deeper one. But they put her on multiple, including the one that they call Red Death. Which is like the worst one you can take. But in the most extreme situations, it's like you're going to die anyway. And sure enough, it didn't work. And they're like, you're going to die. And they kicked her out of the program. They said, go home, make peace with God, make preparations. You got less than 4 months to live.
Yeah.
And they just left her. And then that's when
cancer.
She had she had originally breast cancer. Then this was metastasized breast cancer. Yeah. It was kind of all over the place.
Right.
But the big problem that they were trying to get to immediately because it was in the lymph nodes and it was kind of going over. She had a like an almond sized tumor on her jugular and her optic nerve that was really close to the brain. And they were worried about it getting for brain cancer. Because once it gets in the brain, we really don't have a lot for brain cancer.
No,
that's
my
like
grandmother.
Pancreas and brain are the ones you're like,
yeah,
ooh, no.
She died of that. Yeah.
Because you can't get in.
No, and you can't.
Right? The blood-brain barrier doesn't let anything in. So it's its own unit. So like I said.
And it had not gone there yet.
It had not, but it was really close. Okay. And so that's like, we got to get it on this extreme one. So sure enough, we go through 6-8 months of chemo and puking and breaking arms and going through hell. My dad cleaning, shit and vomit off of her every night to them saying that she's going to go anyway. And her friend her friend Linda literally put her in a car, said, come out to see me, and drove her out to my house. And I put her on a big peptide, protocol, TA1, freaking ivermectin. We did, all sorts of cocktails. We were doing, different vitamin protocols. And we couldn't get really any blood out of her in the beginning because she was just so worn out from all the chemo. So we got her immune system kind of back. And that was in January. And then by end of February, early March, we were able to pull blood. So we pulled out, took a couple times. We got enough blood out. And then we basically created a vaccine for her body based on her blood type. We took with her blood with converting natural killer cells. And then we took 3 weeks to put it back into her. And I sent her home in April, and when she was supposed to be dead in April, and she, her oncologist called her thinking like, hey, are you still alive? And she was alive. So she brought her in for a PET scan, and PET scan came back, and all tumor locations, all 8 tumors were dead.
Okay. So what did you do exactly?
So, it's a little bit of, it's not like I can just tell you like what it is. So, but the basis of it was TA1 complex, curcumin, which we have.
Yeah.
Like a version of like a high dose Myers cocktail, massive amounts of vitamin C.
Okay.
Vitamin B's for energy, vitamin D. When I say massive amounts of vitamin C, I think they'll give you like a gram max. We're talking about like 40 grams a week.
Because it can, if your body doesn't process it, it can give you diarrhea and like.
Oh no, she had diarrhea. So it's like there's other problems, but we're gonna die. Like you can deal with diarrhea, right?
Yeah.
So anyway. So we're doing all these different, some oral stuff that Mike had put together specifically for, God, what else was in there?
Was there one key thing where you were like, it's this?
Well, all those helped get her immune system back so that we can get blood out of her.
Yeah.
But the NK therapy that we created is what killed the cancer. The other one's probably what made her feel better and kept her alive longer.
Yeah.
But she still would have probably gone.
So I'm sitting here and I'm like, NK therapy. Yeah. I don't know what that is.
So it's natural killer cells. So your cells, when you have certain forms of cancer, obviously there's different versions of it, but your white blood cells don't attack cancer. It just kind of sits there and just starts killing off your immune system, and it doesn't realize what's going on.
Right.
And, if you look at them under a microscope, they're these massive, nasty looking cells compared to your own, and they're just wiping out. Think of it like that murder hornet that goes around and kills the queen bees.
Yeah.
It's an infestation inside your body, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
Right. So you need to give your immune system a bump because it's losing the war. For the first time in history, you may lose a battle and you get sick, like I'm coughing this crap out of my lungs.
Yeah.
I lost a battle. I didn't lose the war, but I lost a battle, and now I'm cleaning up the city that got bombed or whatever, and I'm getting this out of here, and I'm rebuilding that city. When you have cancer, it's Nazi Germany invading Europe.
Yeah.
You're losing.
Yeah.
On all fronts.
Lose, most people.
So we did the Hail Mary, and the second one was also a Hail Mary. It was a different treatment for her. But so this natural killer cell, what we did is we took her blood and we converted her blood cells programmed them to literally target and attack cancer. So if you would put them under a microscope and put them under like an ultra high frequency, like ultralight, microscope, you would see these little teeny cells zoom up and just go directly into a cancer, attack it, drill into it, kill the nucleus, and then pop out and go after the next one.
Dude.
And they just, the whole body swarming, killing cancer, and killed all the tumors. Knocked them all out.
Why is this not on the news?
Because FDA hasn't approved it.
Yeah, why not?
I don't fucking know. You know why.
Yeah. Same
reason why my COO worked for a company that cured leukemia, and you don't have the cure for leukemia out there.
Yeah.
Not kind of cure, not a treatment, 90%, 96% cure rate after one injection. Not treatments, not months of chemo, a single injection, leukemia is gone forever. All blood cancers, not just leukemia, all blood cancers gone. Oh, that got wrapped in a box and thrown away because it cut into somebody else's $30 billion a year drug for leukemia. which should be illegal, by the way. I feel like if you have something that is beneficial for humanity, you're not allowed to just throw it in a box.
You're not allowed to suppress it or it be suppressed. Like it's like every peptide channel that's being banned. But I get so annoyed when I know that there are people, and I don't know why this is, but I will see on TikTok, people on TikTok, I don't know how they even got on there, that will be selling these dirty peptides.
They never get shut down.
Cockroach guts in them from China. And they are
they're just,
1 million followers. And they're like
Dr. Trevor Bachmeyer.
I'm allowed to say all this stuff. Why? What's going on? Why?
Well, I don't
even get shut down. I'm just trying to help the moms.
I don't rep brands. I just talk about personal experience. I talk to people about their lives, all this stuff. I'm not up here telling people this is what you need to do. And my posts are like taken down. Luckily, I mean, I have a podcast, so I have podcasts on YouTube and I have on Spotify and all these places that people can still get to them.
Yeah.
But, there's other formats, but like
you should be allowed to talk about yourself in your experiences.
I am. And but sometimes I get the message, do you need help? And I'm like, no, that's why I'm having these conversations, because I don't need help, but other people probably do.
You're selling illegal drugs. That's what I get.
Well, tell me how I'm selling illegal drugs when I own 9 drug manufacturing sites that are FDA regulated and I legally sell them, but you still rip it down. Okay. Like, come on, Instagram, like actually do a little research.
Right. What if we had a social media
I actually have the licenses. I'm allowed to sell these things.
You're legit in the US. Oh, so you don't just get it from China and bring it over?
No. In fact,
people say that like, oh, it all comes from China.
No. I've never bolstered and boasted and put everything out there because there's so many a-holes that were always trying to get you in trouble. And because it is a very criminal-esque
I mean, there are some dirty
world, because there's people buying illegal Chinese manufactured goods. By the way, it's illegal in China to buy. They're not allowed to make finished vials in China. It's not just illegal here. It's illegal there. In China, it's like everybody, until it's a problem, they're not going to be like, I have other things to do.
Yeah.
If your cat's stuck in a tree and you call the police and there's a murder, homicide, robbery down the road, they're not coming to get your cat out. Sorry, you're screwed. Get your cat out yourself, right? So in China, with all the things going on, the, $30 million in peptides that were getting made and funneled over here, the government's like, oh, whatever, who gives a crap, right?
Right.
But now that it's in the billions.
And that there's fentanyl in some of it, supposedly.
I don't even know, but I think that's just rumors. Hopefully there's not. But if there is, that's scarier. But those finished vials that they're producing in those facilities, the government doesn't know about those. They're not making their money on those because it's a communist country.
Yeah. And
those are being controlled by groups like probably the triads and the mafias and all this stuff. And they're illegally producing, exporting, then getting them into the United States to be sold illegally here. So you're breaking the law all over the world with those. That's not legal. Now, yes, the APIs.
Really?
The active pharmaceutical ingredients that we purchase for our drug manufacturing sites and our pharmacies that are here in the States.
They're made here in the States.
We do buy the materials, the unfinished goods from places like China, Japan, Korea, all over India.
Like the pieces.
Yeah. And then we assemble and put them together here legally under our rule. And then we have to buy from FDA regulated facilities.
And why do you put them together here? Why don't you just buy them from there? Like what?
They don't allow that. It's against the law. Because we don't allow finished goods in that category from China. We want to make sure that, because you're giving a lot of trust to someone so they want to regulate the actual finished good process here.
Right.
So that's what you do here. So we make them and then you go on, from a telehealth to a doctor or whoever, and you purchase these and you hope that they're getting from a reputable site. And there are, by the way, China making finished goods, if they could do it legitly and they weren't doing it legally, they weren't trying to smuggle. No, they're fucking way more advanced than we are.
Yeah.
The facilities that I build, like right now we're building our new one in, we call it Jessen. That's the street it's on. And we just went over budgets. So we got the planning back.
Yeah.
It's 39 pages of
here in the States.
Yeah, it's
39 pages of what?
Just all the what's going in where and what we have to do, all the things that are going on for the build and the stages that we're going to build this thing in. And the down payment for the section 1 of 3 is $30 million. Okay. $30 million, my money that I have to put in for stage 1 of
out of Trevor's pocket.
2 and 3 that's going to go into this facility in America so we can produce these things. So you can see it's going to be very expensive. Now,
peptides must work.
Yeah, they do. Now, in China, their facilities don't start with $30 million. Their facilities start with like $150 million. These facilities are the size of football fields.
Yeah.
Their reactors and their synthesizers are 2 stories high.
Yeah.
I mean, these machines that they're using are absolutely insane. But the problem is they don't make those things there legally. They're not supposed to. So what you do is, they're making normal stuff, and then someone's like basically like, all right, we're gonna do this. Like, it's a shady operation. So you don't always know what you're gonna get. They're not running them, doing all the testing on them.
So wait, so the problem is not getting it from China. The problem is, and this is the problem for everybody in the United States, is how do you know?
You don't know. That's the problem.
What?
There are some great products that come out of there, but you don't know.
And you're putting it in your body.
And you're injecting it. That's my whole thing. It's like, you'll spend $7 on a crappy cup of coffee.
Right.
Out. You'll go buy $150 bottle of tequila because you won't drink Cuervo, but you're gonna race to the bottom to pull something out of a random vial from China that you bought from the dude at the gym that said this is good for you, and then you're gonna inject it in your body.
Marcus.
Like, where did you all of a sudden decide to be a cheapskate?
Right. Because
to risk that.
They will say to me,
go buy the Cuervo, make your own cup of coffee, and buy something better to inject in yourself.
Oh, I got 100 vials for $50. And I'm just like,
it shouldn't cost that much. Like, the problem is
that's your first indicator.
I talked to a guy yesterday, and he runs a lab. He owns a lab. And he's like, yeah.
Here?
In America. And he produces 40,000 vials a month out of there. But he sells 1 million vials a month. So the other 960,000 are Chinese.
Pre-made,
and
white labeled.
And he admitted it to me.
And you guys white label.
Because I told him, I go, we're having a conversation. I go, so, what do you want to do business-wise? I'm like, do you want me to buy from you, or are you buying from me? Like, what's it? He's like, well, you're about 5 times more expensive than I pay for my stuff. So I really can't buy from you. And I can only produce 40,000 vials. So, he's like, I can sell you Chinese goods. I'm like, I don't buy Chinese. I could buy Chinese goods myself if I wanted to.
Yeah. So, I mean, every person, if it is a little bit more expensive, then you probably know it's being made here.
It's not. Yes, it's true. If you're paying more, it is an indicator. The thing about it is that I went on and I literally go and I go, well, give me like something. He's like, well, we pay $3 for GHK. It's a cheap product. I go, you're right. I go, but it's the labor. So when we go to make something,
right.
I walked into another lab out here.
Man, we want to say what.
Oh my! I really do, but
bad.
I'm trying to help them clean it up so they don't kill somebody.
Can I say it on my podcast?
Right.
Tell me.
But tell
me who it is.
I walked in and like these people, they're reusing.
Just mouth who it is, like right here.
Right. I don't even know. There's no name for it.
Who is it?
But they're recycling the booties on their shoes. Like, come on.
Ew.
That's the cheapest. There's no
things. They go to the bathroom and then they come back and they recycle.
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. Can you tell us like one thing that people could do to know? Because I mean, even like there's websites like Fenric and like you gotta wonder like why do they do why would they do that for free? There is a reason. Somebody owns that.
Well, Fenric, the other thing is that
I know they're guys in Austin.
This is what's wrong with Fenric is they don't explain to you why they give a negative score.
Right.
So when the industry, I've been in the industry longer than almost everybody.
Yeah.
The reason why the overdosing is there. But and by the way, we post them so it'd be one thing if we overdosed and we told you it was 10.
Yeah.
But there's no way for you to check and like, yeah, we're actually 11. Right. Because if you're trying to get a really exact dose.
Better than better.
Right. The reason why is in the beginning, everything was underdosed.
Yeah.
Everything. And not just 10%, like 20, 30, 40, 50% underdosed. So people were doing these things and being like, oh, they didn't do anything for me. Well, yeah, because
they weren't getting enough.
You weren't getting enough. You weren't getting what you actually needed to get the reaction.
Because the purity, is that what you mean by overdosed or underdosed?
No, that's two different things. So then there's purity and there's potency is amount. So, they'd say there's 10 milligrams in the bottle, there'd be 7. Right?
Oh, okay.
What we did is we overdosed everything, targeting 7% over. And so we would put 10% more product in. So if we're looking for 10, we'd put our
buy one, get one free.
Well, not buy one, buy 10, get one free.
And get some more.
Yeah. But we'd go over. So like, you knew what you were at least getting. And then we would post the results from a third party source. We started that saying, hey, we're not saying we're better. Here's the proof. Yeah. And then, but what my business partner went out there did is he started testing everybody else's and proving that they sucked. And then he got driven out.
In trouble.
He got driven out of the business. People were yelling at him. So he's like, I'm out.
Because I asked, I was like, why don't I just get a vial from all of them, like test them and then do a podcast? And you were like, don't do that.
Well, so
I already tried to do that.
Yeah, we already did. So what Fenric does is they say, anybody just mail me vials. So it's not like it was mailed from me.
Yeah.
So this is somebody that's like, oh, here's a bottle from, Paramount or Alpha or whatever. Here it is. It's like, well, I don't know where they stored what is. I don't know if they took my label off and put it on somebody else. Who knows? It's not from the source. But then they do it. Let's say I have 10 and I have 1.12. So I'm overdosed. They'll give me a D because they say my accuracy was off.
And haven't they given an A?
That's on purpose. We're doing that on purpose, right? So they give me a D, but the guy that's at 9.8 milligrams because he's closer to the 10, he'll get an A minus.
People, and they don't know what any of it
Go
means.
buy the A minus for less from the Chinese guy.
And it doesn't work. But did I just make this up? But you white label for a lot of companies.
I do.
So somebody sends it in. You'll get an A on your product, but get a D on your product. And people don't even know.
We saw there was only 3 people that were tested. All 3 were me.
Come on.
And but you can't tell us. There's an A, a B, and a C. And I'm like, they were all the same batch.
And you just are laughing at people when they're like,
I don't know where those where they sent or who actually sent them in or tested them. So I was just dying laughing. I'm like, all right, well, this is stupid.
Honestly, that's why I go with you, because I feel like you're legit. I feel like if anybody is like, who should I go with? Just meeting you and knowing your passion for peptides and the amount of money that you spend in your lab.
I don't make nearly as much as I spend making sure this is right. This is not a money grab.
To me, that's how I know.
Yeah.
That's
well, like who else is self-funding their own IRBs? Like, I have an entire we have a call at 4. I have a call at 4 today, but I'm even like, someone called me. So, everybody's trying to figure out the oral strip, oral available and all this stuff. And I tell everybody, they're full of shit until they can do a real human trial. I don't care what they tell you, how they validate it. Because we've done all the validations too on some of our products. Yeah. But then once you get them to humans, it doesn't work the same way because the human body is so much more complex than a rat. They run these big, massive machines that validate the theory of how the product would get into the cell and migrate and all this stuff. And the reason why they use these is as like a starter to go, okay, we have a drug that could have potential, because like Eli Lilly, the same companies that that Eli Lilly use, I use them for these products. Yeah. I spent, $250,000 on these tests to see, okay, we're on the right track. We have something we think will work. Right. People take those and go, look, it works. No. In a perfect world scenario, that product would work if everything is going right. Yeah. But the human body,
and everybody's so different,
isn't the same for everybody. So you may get something like that, and it only works in 4% of people that way. Yeah. Yeah, 4% of people can take that, and it's great. But the 96 is bullshit.
Well, 100% of rats.
Yeah. In a rat, I hate to say it, but if you look at 1 million rats, they almost look identical. If you look at 1 million humans.
How racist of you.
I am. You can call me
all
whatever
rats
the hell.
Look the same?
But if you go look at those mice studies, it's 1 million white mice running around with red eyes. Yeah. They all look identical. Yeah. Right? You're talking about something that where like the species is virtually identical. They use the same mouse over and over again. Yeah. Now you look at humans. If I go out and just grab 1 million people from Orange County, try and tell me that we look the same, are the same shape, sizes. We're so far apart. So those little things are just validations to say, ooh, we have something to start with. They never actually go spend the $1 million more to start doing human trials. Well, I do it. I spend the money.
What a novel idea.
Yeah. So when I talk about like this oral stuff that I'm making, by the way, we're making our first batch with it because
when's it going to be out?
Well, we're doing the human trials right now. So we're making batches of all of them. They're going to go be used for the human trial. But like I had another guy that's like, hey, I think it's going to work even better than yours. I said, would you want to be part of the trial with me? Because all I'm about is trying to get this stuff to work for humans.
Right.
I'm not an egotistical guy.
Yeah.
I go, I wish you the best luck. I hope mine works and yours is better.
Yeah.
Because it's about getting to the end goal.
We know what was the best.
And so we'll see today if he's been ghosting for 2 weeks because he's been moving, not because he's ghosting me. But I literally sent him a message.
You hurt Trevor's feelings, whoever you are.
No, I basically said, hey, it's not a big deal if you don't want to do it or you don't want to pay it or whatever. But I've got to move forward with my project if you don't want to be in it. I was offering because you seemed interested. Yeah. So he texts me. He's like, I've been moving. I'm so sorry. So we have a call today. Hopefully he doesn't, because I'd like to see, they'll have 3 different versions of whatever this is to see about oral bioavailability in humans. So you'll get real paperwork, real white papers on humans that will show whether or not they work.
So, and this is the weight loss.
Well, this is, we're doing 5-amino-1.
Okay.
CJC, which shouldn't be orally available. 5-amino-1, the reason why I'm doing that is because you have to take, basically 75 to 150 milligrams a day. Yeah. And it's a effing pain in the ass to make. It's such a corrosive product.
And it's like,
so if I can make it work orally, because it works at that dose. So don't Jay Campbell say this. And until I see some human data going back and forth on this one, yes, you can inject a whole lot less of it, but you can orally take it and it'll still work still. Right. So I would rather
take a lot more.
Yeah, I would rather just save the injections. I do so many anyway. I'll take 5-amino-1 orally because it does work. There's other ones that doesn't matter how much you take that it won't work. It orally, right? CJC. Take 1,000 milligrams. Won't work.
Won't work. But 5-amino.
5-amino works orally.
And what is 5-amino? Just tell everybody really quickly what it does.
So it helps the body basically break down and release and stop storing fats.
Okay.
It only works for like 4 to 6 weeks at a time. Then you got to give your body a break. Your body gets used to it and goes, oh, I know what's going on here. It's not a peptide.
Yeah. Small molecule. It's like, so you would cycle it. Like
you cycle
30 days off and then cycle
it. Yeah, run it like every other month. But you are going to heat up. You're going to sweat more. There's all these things that will happen to help get rid of that fat. But it does work. You might lose 5-6 pounds.
Especially if
it helps keep muscle tissue on. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I tell people when you should be taking breaks on GLPs and all that stuff. Like, go off of that, throw some AOD, do a little sloop, do a little 5-amino-1 for a month.
Wait, you think it's good for people to take a little break on the GLP?
Yeah.
For like 30 days. This is fresh. This is really fresh. No. If you had, this is like.
I'm a big proponent of if they give you a cycle range of 2. Okay, let's look at tirzepatide because that one's out. All the data's out there. They start at 2.5.
Okay.
And they end at 15 milligrams.
Okay.
How many people did you see that Eli Lilly auto-dose up to 15 milligrams in like 6 months and then now it doesn't work anymore?
They're like totally.
They're everywhere.
I think it is the next biggest problem.
Correct. Now we got to figure out how to get these people back to
followers being like, what do I do? And I'm like,
Right. Okay. So I'm a big proponent of cut that number in a third. That is your true range. Don't go out of it. Stop.
So only GLP to like 5 or 7.
2.5 to 5.
Okay.
I wouldn't even go to 7.5. If you get to 5 milligrams and you don't see results, take a fucking break. Yes. Let your receptors respond. Don't keep burning them out.
Yeah.
Right?
Because metabolism's like.
Yeah, everything's there. So there's other things that are involved in the human body other than your GLP and GIP that are helping you lose weight. But if there's things like maybe you're not eating correctly.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, you need to get your metabolism back. Maybe you're eating wrong.
Not lifting heavy enough.
Yeah, maybe you're not exercising. Like, okay, no. Don't keep like I took a shot of heroin. I'm going to just keep doing it until I die. Just increase. No, stop, take a break, use something else for a little bit, go back.
Okay, so use something else. So you're thinking if they had to use something else, what would be ideal for you? If you're a woman like me and you had gone all the way to the 15 because that's what the company said to do, and then you're tapped out.
You got to go, well, if you're tapped out, amylin. So the congrelatides and amylin base, those the pills.
AP, what is it called? AMPK?
Not ATX. So the actual pill that Eli Lilly produced. I don't know if it officially came out or
orforglipherol.
Yeah, I can't say that.
So,
but yeah, like something like that, and you run that for a month or two. Let your body reset on the other stuff because amylin's a different.
If they can't get the O pill, then they could do cagrilintide.
You can do cagrilintide, and then the other things in there: Sloop, MOTS-C, 5-amino-1, AOD 9604, technically Frag, although outdated version of AOD. You can do things like tesamorelin, CJC, ipamorelin, things that help with lean body tissue. You can do human growth hormone. You can maybe work out a lot more. Get on a treadmill.
Oh, heaven forbid.
Yeah. But there's a lot of other things you can do to give yourself weight. But I know a lot of people that have never gone outside 2 to 3 milligrams of retatrutide or never gone between 2.5 and 5 milligrams. And they're down like 80, 100 pounds.
That's me. I mean, I maxed at 7, but then I'm like, nah, I don't need that. I come back down. That's always been my theory is like, if you go all the way up,
you can't get back down.
You don't change anything else. Like, why are you having to go all the way up? Because you're not changing anything in your lifestyle. So if you just take note of like, how much are you eating when you're on Retta? Because I'm on Retta. And, you think, okay, how much am I eating? Because when I went off for my surgery and I did my whole mommy makeover thing and you helped me with my protocol for before and after, and my doctor was like, holy shit, like your scars are
gone.
So, but I was off for 2 months and I didn't really gain anything back.
No, then that's it. I tell people it's a long journey, not a short one. People ask me like, oh, how do how long did it take you to get rid? Well, I mean, I've been doing this for 10 years to
Yeah.
get to where it's not, I didn't just get to 240 pounds at 3% body fat overnight. Now I've been that way for a long time. It's almost impossible for me to get fat now because I've trained my body the opposite way.
Yeah. It's like,
If I threw caution to the wind for 2 months, I would be 232 at 4% body fat.
You'd be a real chunker. You said something. Okay. I told Ramon, I was like, can you find this podcast that Trevor did? Because my husband's like, did you hear what Trevor said today? And I was like, no, I can't find it. You said something like, because people will use other peptides, than GLPs. And they'll be like, oh, that didn't work for me. And you said something like, you see what's happening with the GLPs. So you believe in it because you're like, ooh, I lost a pound, lost a pound, lost a pound. The other peptides, though, if you don't see your muscle like, boop, I saw it grow. Like,
not everything is built equally.
They are also
instant gratification.
Right.
So things do take longer. And if you try and increase them to do them faster, you're just going to waste your time and hurt yourself.
Yeah.
Right. Like anything can be. Now, the good thing about peptides, you're not going to overdo it and probably like kill yourself or anything like a drug.
Yeah.
If you decide to like, well, I have pain, so I'm going to take, 20 Motrin to try and knock it out. And
right.
You could hurt yourself. But the reality is that GLPs are extremely effective because they're so damn strong and you need so damn little of them. And we have other things that are very much like that. People use a lot of BPC and TB500 because they literally feel better in multiple days because of inflammation so painful.
Right.
If I were to open you up and start tinkling on your bone, there's no pain. That's not a nerve. I can just I can etch my name into your bone. And you're not going to feel it. But when I sew you back up and that inflammation and all that, from the nerves, sutures and all that and being opened up, that's going to feel like hell for weeks. So by getting that inflammation to back down, you get instant relief. So that's one that people feel. NAD plus, another one. You take NAD plus.
Yeah.
Some people take too much, you're like falling over on the couch, falling out. You're like, woo, you get the zooms. That works. Tesofensine for a lot of people.
MOTS-C for me.
See, MOTS-C doesn't do anything because I think I don't have a MOTS-C deficiency, right? I work out.
Oh, that's important.
If you have a heavy workout routine, you don't need MOTS-C. It's kind of a waste. But SS31.
But I don't have a heavy workout routine, so that's why I feel it.
Yeah, you're gonna feel it. If you sit behind a desk and you are a programmer, you whatever, you're security guard and looking at monitors all day, your body is not producing MOTS-C.
Yeah.
Because MOTS-C is produced during exercise.
Yeah.
So I exercise a lot, so I naturally produce a lot of it.
Is that why GHKCU, when people take it, they're like, oh my God, my leg aches so bad? Is it because you're deficient?
No. That's
why is that happening?
Because it's an actual, you're injecting a heavy metal and your body's rejecting it.
Oh.
Because
you're doing too much.
No, it's not that you're doing, yeah, technically you are, but it's very inflammatory, that response. So what you do is I put it in like the side muscle of my butt. To avoid that. But I mean, that's kind of like why you see, like, okay, even the topicals that we make with GHK.
Yeah.
If you microderm and put it on, you're going to see a much heavier response. And you're probably going to feel a sting from the chemical reaction.
Okay.
So, I tell people, if you don't like it, put it into the muscle. Number 2, otherwise just use the topical versions.
Okay. Which you do. So I don't want to get out of here without talking about the telehealth piece.
Okay. Yeah. Because
so this is coming. It's actually out right now in our community.
Yeah, but you guys are using it.
Paramount Health RX, and you have a ton of topicals I ordered several of them. Like the tretinoin blended with I don't know. Like you have the GHKCU with the caffeine. You have the estradiol.
Yeah, estradiol. We have all sorts of we have all sorts of creams, testosterone creams, and we have what's not on there that goes on there this week. You have an entire branch of exosome with peptide cream, facial products, hair products. So hair stimulators. We actually are going to start a trial on the hair one because it shows. It's been showing like
not on the heroin, on the hair one.
Hair one, not heroin.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow, okay.
So what we're seeing is that it's actually growing hair where hair wasn't growing, which is usually not happening, and then it's growing at its natural color.
Okay.
So
and not growing back thinner.
Well, it starts growing back, but what you're seeing is thicker root follicles, and you're seeing more come out of the follicle at a time. So we have that product we're gonna do, but it's a wonderful hair product, and it's got blood cord like actual exosomes in it. It's got PDD, DBM. It's got GHKCU. So yeah, you basically, after a hot shower or whatever, you can get it on where you have open pores and you put it on your scalp, and it doesn't have any oil in it. So it won't mess up your hair and be all greasy. That's a big problem with a lot of the products that are out there.
What are you going to call it? So we'll know when it comes.
Hair serum. CU Glow hair serum. It's already done. You actually can get it on cuglow.com, but it will be selling it through
Paramount Health. Okay.
Yeah, we'll have it on there. But yeah, there's and that's the tip of last year. We didn't want to open the site with like too many options because it already has like 10 times more than most sites.
Yeah.
Because we want to do a really more balanced focus. A lot of websites are, do you want testosterone? Do you want GLPs? Do you want progesterone? Or do you want dick pills, finasteride, right? And it's like, okay, yeah, everybody does that. We actually took a whole different approach to it where, we have all the injectable vitamins.
Yeah.
We have the approved peptides that are on there. We even have, we have multiple versions of testosterone.
Yeah.
You're not stuck with just testosterone cypionate 200 with some oil that you don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It's listed. We have cottonseed, we have MCT, we have grapeseed, we have blended testosterones that are much better.
Yeah.
So we've added like diversity.
What's your favorite testosterone that you have on there?
I use a blended version. So I use a blend and it's it's called a 20-20-10 or a 40-40-20 if you want to go to 100. But it's 40% testosterone cypionate, which is a 10 to 14 day long ester. Then it's 40% testosterone and anthenate, which is a 7 to 10 day ester.
Okay.
And then it's that last little 20% is propionate, which is a 2 to 3 day ester.
Okay.
And what you see from that is I inject every 3 days. And instead of the cycle of like looking like this rainbow effect where it takes a couple days, you get into your cycle, then you come down. You just have these rolling hills of ups and downs. One kicks in right immediately. And then when that one starts to fall, the other one's kicking in, and that one fall, that one's kicking in. So you just never, your blood levels, you don't have to, the doctor goes, do your injection, come see me in 2 days. Yeah. So you're telling me for 2 days, my shit's fucked.
Right.
That's literally what the doctor's telling you.
Because that makes you feel like, why get on it? Because you're going to just constantly like.
You're up and down. So by taking this one, injected this morning, come and see me. Injected this morning, come see me in a week. It's your blood levels stay the same.
So ladies, it's maybe not that your husband's not digging you anymore. It's that his testosterone's not working.
It's up and down. It's up and down.
Yeah.
And there's some other things that kind of go into that. And the other big one is a lot of doctors, they automatically say, okay, you're on testosterone, guys. Here's Aromacin or Arimidex or Nolvadex, something to just shrink your estrogen. Estrogen is a huge heavy hitter with horniness for men.
Yeah. If you don't have it, or if you have more.
If you don't have it, it goes away.
That's crazy.
We need estrogen. So they're
scared of that.
Yeah, they shouldn't be because they hear about like gyno. That's genetic.
Gyno makes your boobs grow?
Yeah. So, you start getting bitch tits. You can feel the symptoms first, and then you should get on something, which then you should get on it. But the other thing,
if your titties.
Yeah, you start getting nipple sensitivity.
Okay, that's how you know you need.
That you're probably going to need an estrogen blocker. That means your estrogen is probably getting a little too high.
Oh, it's getting too high.
As a male. Yeah. But you can go take a blood test to find out where it's at. But the range for, I think most tests is like 20 to 60.
Okay.
Or 30 to 60 or something like that. And they don't even test to see where you are. They say, here's an estrogen blocker. Well, estrogen is good for your joints, good for your brain, good for your sex life. There's all these benefits to estrogen. And you can look at that even for men, right?
Yeah.
It's good for your emotional state.
No.
You hear about like the rage. If you're all in on that, it's not good. But so I keep my estrogen at like over 100 points, almost double.
And people, if they saw you, they'd be like, he doesn't have any estrogen.
No, I run it really high. I actually inject estrogen.
I heard it. That's the first I've heard that.
Yeah. I inject it like 2 milligrams every 3 days.
There, you heard it here. What else do you inject?
DHT, which they say makes your hair fall out, but that obviously isn't the real deal. There's a lot of false knowers out there, everybody. And I'm not a doctor, so I can't tell you. You could say, what's the biggest false thing that people believe that's just false? From a non-doctor, just a guy who's been doing peptides for long time. Human growth hormone grows cancer. Human growth hormone is the greatest thing you'll ever get on if you want to have a great life for the rest of your life. And it's so cheap now comparatively. Really? Because I got off of it because I was worried I would grow another tumor. If you already have cancer, there's the chance. So you got to, that's the case. But if you get on early, I would say like, 30, 35, like that's where I wish I got on in my late 20s, 30. I got in later, like mid 30s. But my entire life changed with that product. And with tesamorelin or? No, I took that. No, I actually do. There was no such thing as that back in the day. Oh. So I'm on HGH. Okay. But yeah, you have all these versions that help promote your own growth hormone now. Right. Instead of having to do the synthetic. Right. Sermorelin, CJC, Tesamorelin,
Of all the
Ipamorelin,
Morellins, what's the best one? I'm asked that all the time.
The safest, best one that for people, in my opinion, is Tesamorelin.
With Ipamorelin or just
yeah, blend them too, because they work off of 2 different receptors, so you get a nice, really good blended relationship.
Okay.
If you're trying to bodybuild or like more muscle centric, CJC works better, but it does have more.
It has side effects.
Yeah. I didn't make it for years because of those, because there wasn't enough education out there. I refused to make it.
Yeah.
Because people just didn't understand it. I'm like, I'm not going to make it.
And it can be like AOD, like it can be funny about gelling and
all of them can. That's just a pH thing. So for they're finicky.
Yeah.
Now we've gotten a lot better. Like our AOD doesn't gel anymore. We've figured out how to buffer it to not do that. Mm-hmm. But like anything, it's the constant, as the concentration goes up, the likelihood of that. So otherwise, if we could just say, hey, here's 50 milligrams of Tesamorelin in a bottle, no worries, here you go.
Yeah.
We would do it right. But the problem is the more you put it in, the more likely there are the issues with the product because there's too much in a little bottle.
Yeah. Okay. So that's why you're like,
Same thing with AOD. It's like, why don't you put 20 milligrams in a bottle? Well, because you're guaranteed to get a cement stack.
Yeah.
Too small. The area for it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. That answers a lot of questions that people have. Now that I'm like having you in front of me, I'm like, I have so many things people want to know.
So much time left.
Okay. Do we?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. So I want to talk about, because again, with having the telehealth, because it was going so good with research peptides. Because for me personally, I went from a compounding pharmacy to research peptides when they said we're taking your tirzepatide. Yeah. And so I that's when I went out and found the best one. So, but now you're like, hey, I think it happened last year when we were like, we don't know about research peptides. Like the state of Alabama is completely outlawed them.
Yeah, we should be unconstitutional.
You did the telehealth and you made it affordable too, where it's like, okay.
So I looked at it and I go, well, don't get me wrong. Everybody needs to make money and I need money to fund things, but there's still enough money in a lot of these areas. So here's an easy one. And we'll go outside the peptides for one.
Okay.
If you go to most, I don't know what women's hormones cost. Sorry. Like we think we're very affordable, but if I'm wrong, let me know. But I'm very confident because I talk to so many guys that are like, hey, how much is yours? And all these guys are like, I pay $199 to $249 a month for their testosterone.
Right.
And I'm like, you know what? In a perfect world, like what's the $200 to feel way better? Nothing.
Right.
But
everybody has it for that.
But I sell 3 months worth for $90, $30 a month. Right.
And the process to get it, you have it all.
Yeah. It's all easy.
Your doctor.
Yeah. It's all super easy. So my thing is I like, don't get me wrong. I'm only making like $20.
Right.
But that's enough. I'd rather have 1 million people in my network. I'll make 20 million a month.
Because everybody's talking about it. Like they're like, oh,
well, I only make $20 a month. I make like $10 a month at max, $8 a month. Yeah. But this is one thing, like testosterone's not meant, it never was supposed to be that expensive. People bitch, oh, there's a shortage. No, there's not a shortage. It's, you know why? Because these telehealth companies grind you.
Yeah.
That they only want to pay you $30 or $40 for the product. And then they go sell it for 10x.
Drug companies.
And the reason why is because they're working off of spending millions on marketing, which makes your drugs more expensive, and lobbying.
And a side note, tell me how much it really costs to make tirzepatide. Didn't you tell me? I was just like,
I feel really bad about it.
No, say how much it costs to make it.
The reality is if there was no other, like if there was no testing, there's no legal bullshit, there's no reps, there's no people stealing, there's no commissions, there's no this, there's not like just what does it cost to make tirzepatide? It's about $1 a month.
In the States. Not in China. In the States.
Maybe more, $2-3.
And like, that's insane. I'm not even going to talk about who's selling it for what, but it's insane for what it's sold for. So, okay. So you've got affordable prices on.
Yeah. So like, you have to remember, we got to pay doctors. We pay all these people that cost money. But I mean, other people, if they're charging $400, we're like $149.
Yeah.
Right. And that's just, I mean, it's just, there's all the other stuff that costs the money.
And it's all 503A.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I love, you guys.
Yeah.
Because I feel safe.
Like I feel bad fucking people over because that's not why I got in the business.
I don't. If you can get it affordably and know that it's legit.
No, I'm saying like I feel bad charging $400 for something that does not cost that much.
To
make, you know what I mean? Like I'm just not that guy.
Yeah. I mean, before I found you guys, before I even looked at research, I was paying like $1,600 a month for my Peptide from a not even from a compounding pharmacy. It was through a provider. So the providers will buy it from the compounding pharmacy and they'll mark it up even more to pay for all their people and all their medical oversight and all the.
There's just, there's just stuff that's, and unfortunately, like I said, if there was less legal bullshit, like not dealing with Alabama's shitty pharmaceutical board and California's shitty pharmaceutical board.
Right.
If you could eliminate all that and be like, okay, are you doing everything right? You're helping people. You're getting everything done correctly. Okay, you're good to go.
Yeah.
Instead of this asinine, you have 50 states and they all can operate independently of the federal government.
Yeah.
What? Like every state is different.
Texas would have been first to say, we're out.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, it blows my mind that like, that's what costs all the money. It's all the legal shit.
Yeah.
Because if I don't have to pay $2,000 an hour to the legal guys to figure out this crap on a daily basis, all the changes.
Yeah.
I mean, everything would be cheaper, but the problem is,
and you have them so that you don't get shut down. Like you have to have all of that.
Any problems.
Yeah.
So all of us, we're very honest about everything and we do everything correctly. But yeah.
So I know that, I think something that not enough people are talking about. I mean, kind of are, but for me personally, that's why I'm in this, is because I had a full hysterectomy. The doctor was like, hey, you don't want to have a period anymore? Well, let's take your ovaries too. And I'm like, sure, great. Yeah, no period. Like, and it was a really like life-changing decision that I made. Like, it was no big deal. Like, sure, let's get married. And so I think that needs to be the focus. And I think also that's why I like the new telehealth platform, that I'm so excited about it. Well, it's so easy to get it.
We're going to give you a full, just women's dedicated platform very shortly after this. We're very heavily women oriented, but we're going to really kick up the female side, all female doctors, all female, like research going into it, all female products. Not that, it'll be a kind of an attachment, but we're really going heavy into making sure that we're getting the right information from the best doctors.
Right.
So that you can make real educated decisions.
Because men are out there and they're like, yeah, it's all right. We get our testosterone because we would work out. I mean, blah, blah, blah. But meanwhile, you have a wife at home who's like, ow, it hurts, number one, to have sex because of, it's not that I don't want
endometriosis or something.
Yeah. I don't want it just because everything is thinned out and everything is like, we don't know what to do about it. And we're made to feel like,
women
you're
probably
crazy.
should be on testosterone, small doses.
See?
I mean, when you start entering menopause, and everybody's different, but
you can talk about it. I'm a girl. You say whatever you want to say.
Okay. So guys take 200 or more milligrams testosterone a week. If you are full-fledged menopause, like you're dealing with it, take 10 milligrams of testosterone. I bet you in the first week, half your symptoms subside.
Like what? What symptoms?
I mean, your anger issues,
we don't have anger issues.
But no, you're like headaches, tiredness.
Yeah. Just over it.
Yeah. Just irritability, like half of those things go away because your hormones are just out of whack. Your body doesn't even know what the hell's going on. Then we balance you might need progesterone, you might need estrogen, you might need both, right? But you can get those back into a normal level. And you know what the best part about this is? Every woman should, I'm a big proponent of go get a genetic test as early as you possibly can.
Genetic, not a Dutch test, like a hormone test, or both?
No, both.
Okay.
Like everybody should go,
go
get your genetics tested and have them actually analyzed. What are the things that I should watch out for? Don't read all the other shit.
Okay.
It's too much. Just know what you should prevent, really prevent.
Okay.
Like for me, the reason why I can't absorb D, even if I take a methylated D vitamin or if I inject it, is I have a folate deficiency that I had to get fixed first. So now I can absorb D. So it's like, okay, great. I already know that. Instead of me trying to chase D vitamin the rest of my life, I take folate and then D. So like little things like that. Get your cheat sheet of like, okay, I can't eat these things. I'm going to get diarrhea. I shouldn't be eating anything. And
even healthy things you can't eat.
Yeah, there's things that your body just isn't supposed to have. So what can't you eat? What's your genetic history that you should avoid? Okay, cool. You know that going in. It doesn't mean you can't ever have a soda because it says soda is going to kill you.
I think it's preserving my body, but that's okay. We'll talk about that later.
It is. All that formaldehyde.
Yeah.
So but
okay, go ahead.
That's fine. But you got to enjoy your life too. But know what you're doing. So if something does happen, you're like, God damn, that was right. I shouldn't have done that. But you have that first. Okay. Then you should, you go get all your hormones, everything. The best you feel. You should go, whenever you feel great, go get everything checked. Because then, this is how I felt best.
Yes.
So if your testosterone, free testosterone level needs to be 22 and your estrogen needs to be 56 and your progesterone should be 44 and you're this and this and this, you're like, this is the best I ever felt. And then you go into menopause and your testosterone is 2, your progesterone is 80.
Yes.
And you're like, okay, what do I do? I got to block this, get more of this and a little bit more of that. And then trial and error, get it to where it needs to be. And all of a sudden, oh, well, I feel better.
Then go get tested.
Yeah.
Then you know what your
then figure out your dosing.
Yeah. Then your gold standard. Yeah. This is where I need to be. Because the problem is that for me, that's why I ended up that's why I'm where I am. I own a life and health insurance agency, and I was really successful doing that. I didn't mean to become an influencer. I didn't mean to get on social media. I just shared for me.
And it worked.
That, hey, my doctors weren't helping me. I was spending thousands of dollars. Like your regular blood test that's covered by insurance, they were like, oh, everything's fine. You're I don't know what your blood, everything looks great. So I ended up getting on TikTok and some girl was sharing about GOP medications and CJC and like all these other things. And I did my own homework. That's where I think America is right now is we're really tired, especially women are really tired of being told that we're fine. And
because the whole medical industry left women out for over 100 years.
Correct.
For 1,000 years, technically. But I'm just saying.
And still kind of.
Yeah, for sure. it's catch up. They were, they would look at male cadavers, but they wouldn't use female. They would, look at women's hormones or men's hormones, but never into women's. It's like, what?
Why?
Because maybe women didn't say it. Well, for God's sakes, you had women's suffrage and, you didn't have a value for thousands of years, right?
We're literally the reason why
everyone's here. But that's what I'm saying. Like, everything's slow to sometimes catch up. But we're in a good space where we're finally doing it, and that's great because women control the bank accounts.
Yeah,
they really do.
And
good men love their women and will do anything for it.
Yes, most men usually end up on peptides because their wife says, "Hey."
I've always a guy that wants to go out and look his best.
Yeah.
But doesn't want his wife to, means he's cheating. No, he's looking for something else because
it's true.
I will spend 10 times more money for my wife to look amazing.
Yeah.
Because that's my wife.
Yeah.
Right?
This is my thing.
Yeah. That's what I'm going for. It doesn't matter what I look like. If she thinks I'm looking good with a big old beer belly and whatever, and she likes that, she likes to rub it in the morning. Awesome. It's what do you like? Spend whatever you got to do to make your woman look like the most beautiful queen you've ever had in your life. And you'll be happy. If you're not doing that, you're not interested anymore. Or you're just a douche.
Yeah. That's what I love about my husband. He's like the shinier I am, the more proud he is. Like the bigger and better. And he just never feels like insecure and he's kind of a short guy and he just doesn't have the short guy like insecurities. He loves when I'm shiny.
There's
taller I am.
Yeah. There's two things. There's guys that are short that don't like him. They don't do anything about it.
Yeah.
This is it. Because your personality is a huge piece.
Yes.
And then there's like my buddy, Sean, who's 5'5", 5'6".
Yeah.
Sorry, Sean. I know you might be 5.
I know you say 5'7". You always say, 5'8".
His whole family is, by the way, this tall.
Yeah.
And
he's your funnest friend.
He's one of my best friends. You can't make fun of him.
No.
He's got that dry sense of humor. When you come at him, he takes your joke, accepts it, and makes it funnier.
Yeah.
So he shuts you down.
Yeah. You're
if you're trying to actually physically make fun of him, it ain't gonna work. And if you do make fun of him, you love hearing the responses as his friend because he's so good.
He's so
He's funny as hell. Yeah. His wife is drop dead, smoke cigarettes. She's like 6 inches taller.
Yeah.
And they have 4 kids, beautiful kids, lovely family.
That's us.
But I remember they both worked for me.
Yeah.
When I was in the restaurant business.
Yeah.
And everyone was chasing after Jewel.
Yeah. That's the wife?
That's his wife. Everyone was chasing after him. And who got him? Sean Autry.
Because short guys are just so hot to me. I've always been.
We called him the hairy situation.
Oh, he's hairy and short.
Oh, he's hairy. He's short. He's got a big old scar across his lip.
That's sexy to me.
Yeah, but
sounds really sexy.
Dude, I don't see any of it because I just see my friend. He's fucking cool as hell.
Yeah.
But, you look at people, he could sit there and wallow in like, I'm short and I have a scar and I'm here and I can't do anything. And no, he just rocks it. He's like, yeah, you're going to get what you get.
Yeah.
And he's
loud. I bet my husband's so loud. I'm like, we can hear you up here.
He's not actually loud. He's just so good at being himself.
Yeah.
He's comfortable in his own skin. And I love him for it, So there's two ways and there's everything in between. But
I think I think we followed a squirrel. What were you talking about?
Yeah, it's all
women.
People like squirrels.
Okay. So women.
Yeah, so you do that. And then you got all these other peptides that can help. GLPs are being shown to help a hell of a lot more than just losing weight, right? And I'll be honest, confidence does a lot for your brain, right? If you're walking out the door feeling like crap, 70 pounds overweight, your head changes when you're 20 pounds overweight instead of 70. When you see the progression, you start getting it. You know what? Going to the gym, endorphins, seeing the work that you put in come out huge. Like people that work out generally, they all live longer.
Yeah.
Because they're A, they're healthier, B, they're happier.
Yeah.
If you're not happy, you're dying sooner.
You do feel better after you've been to the gym.
You have more energy, all those things.
Yeah.
Well, because you're releasing peptides, endorphins, you're creating more metabolism, energy, like all across the board. The whole brain, your brain's firing harder. It's all there. And then right now it's like, okay, great. Well, let's look at what are some other problems. Okay, well, I'm having some depression from the imbalance. Okay, well, let's try and get you balanced, but also let's throw a little Slank or some oxytocin in there.
Yeah,
let's balance that part. Yeah, love drug is Slank's really great for, those social anxieties, depression. Think of it like Xanax without a drug. It's like that's the receptor that you're working off of without all the crap, like the feeling tired and, brain fog and all that stuff that comes out of taking something like a Xanax. Mm-hmm. That's what that molecule is trying to do for your body. Yeah, sure. It's not going to be as strong as Xanax. Xanax was developed to, knock you the fuck out. I can't even take this stuff. I take a quarter. I can hold my own. Like I can drink 30 cocktails.
Yeah.
And drive home if I want to. Yeah. I never do it. I take a quarter of a Xanax and I am out for 2 days.
Dude, I can take a Ambien and a Unisom and I am just like, I can work through it. I can go push through it. But a Xanax.
Oh God, I would be freaking, I'd be walking into walls.
Xanax just has me like, dude.
It's so strong.
Yeah.
And, benzos are just so addictive and they do change the brain's chemistry. If you're on that stuff all day, every day, you may have some serious issues later on. And not just addiction issues, neuropathy issues, like burning others. You might at some point, all of a sudden your feet are on fire. Your hands are on fire.
I just thought of someone in my life.
That, I know a lot of people, people that are legitimately on benzos because of it, but now they deal with constant pain because they've burnt out all those signaling in those nerve centers. And now they think their feet are on fire.
Yeah. Well, they think that they need that in the nighttime to just chill and take the edge off.
Okay, you want to hear a funny one?
I love funny ones.
Okay. So we started developing, it's not out yet. We started developing injectable tryptophan.
I don't understand.
What's in turkey that makes you go to bed? Well, you go eat turkey for Thanksgiving and everybody's tired afterwards. Tryptophan. Yeah. We make an injectable version of it. Natural relaxation. Thanksgiving feeling.
Post-Thanksgiving.
Yep. All those good feelings without the calories and without taking Xanax. Now you can take that, have a,
You act like I knew about the turkey thing. I'm pretending I don't.
You don't know about that?
No.
So tryptophan is this, it's in a lot of things, but it's heavy in turkey. And that's why when you eat a lot of turkey, you get really tired.
True. I thought it was just that we ate so much and so many sweets.
No, but we eat so much all the time doesn't make you go to bed. But turkey specifically. Look this up.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it's a nice new natural way to get relaxed.
Okay.
Because, people take, melatonin.
Yeah. I can't take that, but
things like that.
Because sleeping's a real issue.
Oh, let's look it up. Okay. Let's look at how tryptophan works.
I'm totally making this video about the turkey.
Okay.
I don't like turkey. Maybe that's why I didn't know.
Probably because I hate turkey until I took it in my own hands and I make the greatest turkey on earth.
Do you fry it or do you bacon wrap it? No. I make a bacon blanket that's not too bad.
Okay. So the way that I do my turkey, so I went to culinary school. You probably didn't know that.
What?
I went to culinary school. Yeah.
That's what I would do if I could start over again. I would go to culinary school.
Yeah, I'm a huge foodie. If I had $1 billion, I'd give it all away and then just eat in really cool restaurants and travel. I care about. I just give money away everywhere I went.
Yes.
Because I like going cheap places. I love Thailand and
Anthony
Portugal.
Bourdain style,
Oh yeah. Like live with the people.
When you go to Africa, I'll tell you all the good places.
$2 beers and leaving $5 tips and making people's day and shooting the shit with people in their their little villages where you probably would get shot, but you get along so they don't kill you. That's where I'm usually at.
Yeah.
I'm in the hills and I don't know how I'm getting home.
No, those are remember when I told you I was a lion hunter and y'all made fun of me? Like some of my best memories were the meals that I had when we lived in Africa, and we would eat in these like little dukas, and they would have like all these different colored plastic bowls, and then just eating just like the chapatis and the rice dishes, and you're like, don't go look in the kitchen, whatever you do, because it's.
I have a pretty good stomach. I actually got food poisoning on an airplane the other day, but it's few and far between. For all the crap that I eat off of street cars and all the places, I should have had a lot worse. Okay, so tryptophan.
Turkey, yeah.
So it's an essential amino acid that your body uses to make several important compounds. Serotonin.
Okay, so you feel happy.
You feel happy and your mood and well-being and emotionally regulated. It makes melatonin naturally, the hormone that helps regulate sleep and your circadian rhythm.
Wow.
And then also niacin, which is important for energy production and cellular health. So that's what it does. So it's really good for you. And then basically what it does, it turns into 5-HTP, which is epic. I take that.
Yes, that's
which converts into serotonin, which converts into melatonin.
Okay.
Because of this, tryptophan is also used for sleep quality, mood, relaxation, and stress management. And its food sources, high food sources are turkey and chicken, eggs, dairy products, some fish, pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, and soy. Common supplements dosage are 500 to 1,000 to 2,000 before bed. So anyway, we made a version of it where you just inject a little bit of it, and it's just like I'm going to sleep. And
we have it.
Yeah.
Is it on the?
No, it's not on there yet. I haven't mass
Stop
produced.
Teasing me like this.
Like, oh well, I got to put it out
the
there.
The pill for the weight loss, and then now I'm going to just text you.
But it's just another amino acid that's super killer good for you that no one ever has thought about.
Dude, were you going to blend it with Dissip?
We could. I don't know if it'll work together. We have to do we have to do a stability study on something like that.
Yeah. So sleep is a big thing.
Yeah. I don't sleep about it much because I sleep well, but I know so many people that don't.
Yeah. Me, I struggle getting to sleep. That's why I'm up at 3 a.m. because my brain.
Girl doesn't.
Yeah.
You don't go to bed. Same thing. She's always tired.
Yeah.
But then can't go to bed.
Right. It's really a problem.
Yeah.
A lot of women, I think, struggle with it most.
I think the other thing too is she takes a lot of naps.
Oh, I can't.
Not on purpose.
Oh.
3-year-old.
She's tired.
So she gets up early with the kid, then she does everything, and then she puts him down for a nap and sometimes passes out.
Yeah.
Then gets up, deals with all the stuff,
yeah.
Then goes to put him down, and she'll fall asleep for an hour in his bedroom on accident, putting him down. It'll get better once he goes to bed on his own and all that stuff, but he's 3. And then so you get up, if you don't go right back to bed, but usually as you get up, she's like, shit, I got to draw. She's a professional tattoo artist. She's like, oh shit, I got to draw, or I got to clean something. I got to get ready for tomorrow.
That's your time.
So she forces herself to kind of stay up to get that done. But once the body starts moving again, it's like, well, I just slept for an hour, so I have more energy, and then it's hard to get back down.
Yeah.
She really just needs to go from there into bed.
Yeah.
But she can't. So, I'm moving out there this week. So hopefully I can give her a little help.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it'll take for the kiddo to let me read to him.
Yeah.
Because I'll just go right to bed afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have to draw for tomorrow morning. I've got my stuff done and go. I can do that, and then maybe she can be drawing and go to bed at a normal time. But we'll see. We'll work out.
Get your schedule all
we'll figure it out.
Will mesh together.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I love that.
Can't get any worse, right?
Yeah.
Plus, if
she lives there and you live here, and you've just been going back and forth.
I've been flying her with me wherever she can meet me, and I'm flying out there to see her.
Where did you meet her?
Vegas.
Like you're partying and you met her there, and
I wasn't like partying. We were actually out there for our 20th anniversary, which was actually our 21st year, fantasy football draft with all my buddies from junior high. Mm-hmm. So we had our anniversary party, and I literally was supposed to fly Sunday morning to North Dakota.
Yeah.
And I'd rented the room. I rented that big 2-story room at Encore. I got it hooked up with a deal. So all of us, there's 20 of us there. They didn't all see in that room, but we did the draft from the room. It was actually a really cool thing. And it wasn't that bad because, but they had a 3-day minimum. So I told everyone, like, you guys get it for an extra day. I got to head out. I got to go to North Dakota. So I'm downstairs with my roller bag. It's like 10:30 in the morning or something like that. I'm ready to go. And I have maybe an hour before I got to leave. So I'm with a few of my friends. I'm like, let's just play craps for a little bit and head out. 'Cause I hadn't gambled because we'd been doing stuff.
Yeah.
And the last time we were out there and we were all together, we won like 200 grand on the craps table for Gabe's bachelor party.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things, like, everybody was like, by Sunday, it was like, we're all leaving. You don't have any money left. I know you guys have the pool party. It was bad. Like, I felt so bad for him because the party of 15 was going to be like 6 of us.
Yeah.
Because everyone was kind of like gassed out. And you got a bunch of dads. So they're like, rage for the first 2 days, and third day, like, nope, nothing left. So same kind of thing. We went down and we won 200 grand.
On craps?
On craps. This is during his bachelor party. I rolled for like an hour and a half.
Wow.
And I crushed. And we all made a ton of money. So I'm like, let's just roll craps really quick.
Yeah.
We're together. Well, Gabe went first. And he hit like 3 points. I don't know if you know craps, but he hit 3 of the numbers after he rolled the first one. Then he got him again. So we made a little bit of money. I'm like, all right. They passed the dice to me. Like, oh, you got to leave in like 40, 45 minutes. You want to roll? I'm like, if I'm rolling in 40, 45 minutes, I can find another flight. You never leave on a heater.
Yeah.
Like, I am.
You're like
45 minutes in, I am crushing the way I bet. I'm not a gambler, but when I bet that game, I start off with that. I back my point, and then I bet 4 numbers.
Okay.
So almost all my rolls.
Okay, I'm totally. If you're
are making money.
Vegas, I'm like, when are we going to the craps tables?
Yeah, I love craps.
Okay.
It's so interactive. Like, I don't like blackjack. I don't like roulette.
And everybody gets so excited.
Yeah, everyone's screaming except for the asshole that plays the don't come.
Yeah.
So anyway, I roll. So there's this thing called the bonus. I play the bonus, which means you roll 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Never a 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And it's 35 to 1, 35 to 1, and like 100 to 1 or 90 to 1 if you get them all before you roll 7. Even if the point is not out and you roll 7 when the point's not out, which is a win, it clears the bonus. So it's very hard to get the bonus. Yeah. Right?
That's the 100 to 1 or 90 to 1.
Yeah. So it comes out to like 165 to 1 or something like that if you get the whole thing. So I'm sitting there rolling. And what I do is I roll. And then if every time I hit a number, I take my money back because you get a little extra. I'm like, okay, I made my money back. And the next time I go, I say press it. So I double the amount. Well, I'm 45 minutes in and I am rolling. I've already hit the whole bonus once.
Yeah. And you're like,
I have almost every number on the board maxed out, which is $500 on each one. So each roll I'm making anywhere between $750 and $1,000 per one. And
dude,
I'm like,
so like,
never leave on a heater. And I'm like, I'll find another flight.
I
rolled for another hour, or 45 minutes. So I went through the bonus twice. We ended up making like 250, 300 grand as a table. And I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'll find another flight. So I booked a flight for the next morning at like 6 a.m.
Yeah.
So I was stuck there for an extra day. Anyway, we had a good day. We went, got food, went to the pool, and we had dinner at the Bellagio and walked out. And I just saw this girl sitting at the roulette table playing roulette by herself. And I hate roulette. And I just went over and started talking to her.
Did you feel like I should go talk to her? Because there's a ton
I don't know. I didn't even feel it. She was very attractive. And I just had an itch. I don't really go up to chicks and just start talking to them.
Yeah.
But I just had an itch and I went over and it worked out.
And you're like, hey, what's your name?
I didn't even get to that because all my 12 friends came up, bellied up to the table. So we're kind of flirting through our eyes and with our hands and like laughing with each other about dumb things. But my buddy Ryan's standing right next to her like, yeah, look at my kids. She's like, all I can remember is Ryan shoving. I have the most innocent group of friends.
Yeah. Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah, it was good times. And then I ended up, losing like $3,000, which was their money anyway. And I'm like, I hate roulette. So I went to try and go around to see if I could talk to her, but now her friends were there. So I ended up talking to her best friend's mom.
Yeah.
And then her best friend, whose birthday it was. And then I'm going and buying the mom drinks.
Smart. The mom and the best friend.
Yeah. And then
it's like, you've done this before.
An hour later, she finally pops out to talk and we go off our own to play a little bit. And she's telling me she's not going to be able to hang out because it's her friend's birthday. I was like, oh, totally. I go, well, when that comes, hopefully you'll let me get your number. She's like, I'm in DC. You're never going to come see me. Oh, well, you never know. And sure enough, her friends come over, her mom and her best friend come over, and they said, you're not coming with us tonight. We like him, so you're staying with him. We're not picking up your cell phones. So yeah, she ended up hanging out. We end up playing blackjack because she likes blackjack. And she cuts the deck, and we go.
That tells me she's smart.
I started with 10 grand, and we lose every hand. $100 bets.
No, you're not.
30 hands, like 15 each kind of thing, or maybe it was like 12 because double downs. But we didn't win a single hand. We're down to 7 grand. I'm like, are you lucky or not? She's like, yeah. I go, okay.
Together.
So I put 7 grand down. She's like, don't do it. I go, are you lucky? She goes, yeah. I go, okay, let's see.
Let's do it.
Blackjack.
Boom.
So we won the money back. And so I say, okay, here's your $2,200 or whatever. We could be a little more. Here's your 22. She's no, serious. I go, okay, well, what do you want to do with your $2,200? We're going to spend it tonight. She's like, let's go to the strip club. I'm like, all right.
I love going to the strip club. Me too.
So we walked.
That's how I picked out what size fake boobs I wanted.
There you go. You're like,
yeah,
those are the ones.
Yeah. Okay.
So we went there, and she got like an hour lap dance, and I got a bottle of champagne and
a Hummer, and she's good to go.
She's ready to go. And then we hung out the rest of the night and didn't sleep with her. And 3 days later,
didn't, or you did?
Did not. I told her I'm not going to because I liked her.
So good.
And she told me she wouldn't sleep with me either on the first day. I'm like, perfect.
Yeah,
that's a nice move.
That's how you knew it was real.
And then 3 days later, I showed up in DC. Text her. I'm like, hey, I'm in DC.
You're a really good guy.
Are you serious? I'm like, yeah, I told him to come see you.
What a lucky thing to happen to you in Vegas.
Yeah.
That's where also my husband and I fell in love.
Yeah, there you go.
Vegas. Yeah. The last thing I said to him was, hey, he'd never drank before because he's LDS. Well, I did. I was like, you've never had an appletini? Like, that's so weird.
Let's go.
Let's have one.
It's like dessert.
I was like, you should have a red one and a green one. And then, I can't believe I'm telling you this, but then we were like, because we were both married. And, that was nothing I had never had on my agenda, but we were both unhappily married.
Yeah, I get it.
Which is what happens. And then I was like, okay, well then what else have you not had? And I'm like, you haven't had this and this and this and this and this. And then it just got funnier and funnier. And because when I drink, everything is so funny. I pee my pants usually. I can't believe I'm telling you all this.
Well, you've had 7 kids.
Like, yeah.
Chelsea actually said that. She goes, I'm never going to be able to go on a trampoline ever again.
No.
She's like, I went on one the other day and I peed myself. I'm like, that is real? She's like, yes.
I have often just drop down to sit on my feet because I have to pee so bad. But I love to laugh, and the funnier the funnier it is, the more I pee in my pants. So, but what was I saying? So I said to him, we were on a business trip, and I said to him, he was going into his room, I was going into mine. I was like, whatever you do, I do know, don't text anybody, because we were so drunk. And then he made the mistake of texting me and he said, I want you. And I'm like, what? Am I attracted? And then it was over. Like, we've been together for like 20 something years.
Wow.
He's my ride or die. He's my forever person.
I feel, and this is just a personal thing, but I feel, when I was younger, it was so like, okay, go to high school, you have to go to college.
Yeah.
Right. We were just beginning the phase of, well, maybe you don't. Maybe you can go to a trade school.
Yeah.
Like Universal really Technical college? Institute for be like a mechanic for BMW. They make great money. My best friend did that and crushes. He runs Hyundai.
Yeah.
Like he runs the entire big wig. Yeah. He's a mechanic.
Right.
But he's always in sharp. He's like, I just don't want to go to college. My buddy is a extremely successful contractor. He builds and repairs all the buildings for the largest owner of Wendy's, Pizza Hut, and Taco Bell.
Wow.
I think like 500 of them, right?
Yeah.
You didn't need it, but like that was just a slight. So I went to college because that's what I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
Freaking hated it because I was good at school. It was boring.
What was your degree?
Well, that's the thing. So I went to college and then I was supposed to be finance. I was running
finance. That is the most boring.
It's so boring. I was running WFS Financial, which was bought by Wachovia, which was bought by Wells Fargo. But I was running at 18 years old, both call centers for all the auto loans. So I had like 180 people that worked for me at 18.
Yeah.
In Irving, really Texas and Irvine, California, which is so stupid. Everybody always screwed that up.
Yeah.
So anyway, I ran that and I was making a ton of money. It was great.
Yeah. Because it's sales.
But I hated my job. It was boring.
Mm-hmm.
So I just decided one day I quit and I changed my major and I transferred to Cal Poly and went to the Collins School of Hospitality Management.
You know what I'm imagining? No, let me just imagining right now is that picture you showed me of you before you look like this. The guy from Vikings. What's his name?
Yeah. I don't know. I know you don't.
Yeah, before. Please, Ramad, if you're editing this, show the before and after. I'm totally going to share this.
I'm sure he's got it. So he loves to show
I have it somewhere.
My skinny and my fat photos.
You and Drew. Anywho, so go ahead. So you went to chef school looking like skinny Trevor.
I quit my job. I got a job as a runner at Wingnuts. And my parents were so disappointed.
That couldn't have been a good financial move.
No, because we didn't have any money growing up. We were poor, So, they're like, oh, our son's he's so smart and he's gonna do all this
Wingnuts.
So I got a job making with tips, $18 an hour.
Yeah.
Living
your life now.
I went to culinary school with my buddy Russ, and I got a culinary degree. I got a restaurant management degree, hotel and beverage marketing degree.
Okay.
So it was very easy to cross and get multiple. So I did
a lot.
So yeah, because they all kind of cross over. So I was able to knock them all out because I enjoyed it. So I would take, instead of like, oh, you need to take, 4 courses, because we didn't do semesters, we did trimesters. So you can do like 3 courses a trimester and you're good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck that. I did 5.
Yeah.
So I was able.
You loved it.
It was easy.
Yeah.
I was friends with all the teachers. I never read a book. It's all feel for that industry.
When you,
I read books like Danny Meyer Setting the Table is one of the best books you'll ever read as a restaurateur, things like that.
But when you're doing what you're meant to do, that's how you know you're doing what you should be doing. I was an art major, art history, anything art related. Like my dream is to go to Italy, and I want to see, there's art pieces I need to see in person. Like I need to travel the world to see these certain.
Have you done like the Duomo and
I haven't gone to Italy.
Oh my God.
Waiting so I can go for 3 weeks because I don't want to rush through. I want to spend days seeing all the different things, right?
You can spend years and never see it all. There's so much. You'll walk down, you're walking through Florence and you're just walking through and, you're like, oh, I'm going to get a glass of vino. And you look over and the architecture, you're just looking at a Gothic style church that went up and you sit there and go, how the hell did they get this much detail into this thing? These things they would take 2 lifetimes. Michelangelo died.
Yeah.
Because they never finished in his lifetime.
Yeah.
It had to be picked up by somebody else. These things took, 50, 100 years. And it's just crazy. I mean, like the pyramids took multiple generations to build.
Yeah.
They started building them like when kids were babies and they would die before they, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you just sit there and go, wow, the fact that people could have the patience to continue a project or start a project that they know they'll never see finished.
Yeah.
Is unique to me.
Well, I have to tell you, my dream trip, I'm also a foodie. My dream, and I even thought about going to culinary school, just for fun when I'm retired.
Everybody should. It's fun.
I want to do it in Italy. That'd be amazing. But I imagine my dream would be to spend 3 weeks and to do that, to go to all the amazing places to eat. Like someone who has already been, that's like, oh, you have to go here. You have to go here. Oh, that's not right.
Well, no, it just means I have to prepare my leg.
You got to wrap.
I got to wrap it really quick.
Where's Vermont?
He's back, or he was back.
I haven't seen him.
Sorry for the wardrobe change, everybody.
Are we on?
Yeah, we're on. But I have a tattoo removal today, so I'm prepping. So to get ready. So you're gonna see me in my most basic outfit form now.
I was like, I'm gonna wear what I wear every day.
Yeah, I thought about it. I'm like, she's probably not gonna wear anything super fancy.
No, she never does.
Yes.
Okay.
So
I wear pants to church.
Which church?
Yeah, I'm LDS. You knew that.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm a convert to the church. That was my first tattoo because they believe in not having tattoos. So I didn't want to change who I am.
Yeah.
For a church, I just believed the fundamentals, and so they have it's like a symbol. It means choose the right. And so I've made a lot of mistakes in my life that I regret, like we all have, and I wanted to remember that if I did something, I wanted to see that tattoo to remember to choose the right.
Yeah.
And so anyways, and also I didn't want to lose my identity. So I came home and my husband was like, I took my daughter to get her.
Is he like LDS?
Yeah, he's a lifer. Yeah.
Okay.
I was a convert.
See, my mom was born into it and she got kicked out.
Well, I'm surprised I'm not kicked out because I have never changed who I am, but I have been.
Yeah, because they put up with him and you're not an evil person, but it's like the Jews and the Mormons, they stay in the Amish. I mean,
you got it. When you think of Mormons, we moved to Utah from Texas. I converted while I was in Texas, and then we moved to Utah, and it was a whole different culture.
Oh, yeah.
It's a culture there. So when you think of Mormons and how they are and behave, that's Utah. That's a culture.
Yeah.
That's why I would move.
Get outside the bubble. You can
yes.
You can have a little bit more freedom.
Yeah, you can just like.
I grew up next to a Mormon family, and
were they normal or were they like?
They were very, very nice because I was on my own most of my childhood, so I was just show up. But they had the most candy I've ever seen in my life in their garage.
Right,
there's like 13 of them.
Yeah, like the comedians, like you don't believe in drinking, but yet you have like 10 sugar shots in your sodas, and it's like, yeah, it's like that.
Yeah,
I just didn't. Because when we lived in Africa,
you're not supposed to have caffeine.
No, that's not true.
That's not true. Okay.
Yeah, because one of the apostles in the church, like from the pulpit, like was like, yeah, I have a Diet Coke every day. And I'm like, yes, I've been sneaking it all this time. Now
said from the horse's mouth.
I knew God was okay with that. Like you go in and do an interview and they ask you words of wisdom. They ask you, do you follow the words of wisdom? And because I was a convert, and you know me, I like literally like dig into everything and I want to know and have questions. And so it said in the words of wisdom that you're supposed to, you're not supposed to have like coffee or hot drink is what it is called. So that's why they don't do coffee. It's not the caffeine, it's the hot drink. And I'm like, why? And so then I started like doing some homework, and it was like, because back in the day, the Joseph Smith's wife, Emma, she would come into the church and she would like be walking with her long dress, and all the men would like spit their tobacco on the floor. They didn't like, it was like everywhere. They had cans, but they were like, it was everywhere. And so she was like so tired of that.
She threw it in their face.
So then she was like, you can't do that anymore because our dresses are dragging through this tobacco juice. So what if it wasn't really ordained by God? Maybe it was just a culture thing that they now follow like it's religion. And back then it was just because, does that make sense? Like how much of religion is religion?
You don't want to get into my view of religion.
Yeah. I'm like,
I'm a follow the golden rule kind of guy.
Yeah.
Keep God's out of this thing.
Yeah.
Because you can do whatever you want, but as soon as you start fighting over that, it's like, that's every war in this freaking world.
I agree. I think we have a lot of the
last thing I need to do is argue. My mom does it to me all the time. Politics, like she knows she is a far left winger and I am just over the middle to the right. And that is not cool.
Just a little bit to the left.
Yeah. Like I'm just like, I want really smart people that can kind of figure out what's great for everybody.
Yeah.
You know? I know it can't always work that way, but
it can.
But I'm saying there's things we're going to miss on, but we can try, right?
Yeah.
I don't want either side of the craziness, and that's where we've all become. But my mom just picks a fight with me every time I walk in the door. Within the first 10 minutes, she just fucking Trump this, Trump that. I'm like, Mom, like I'm not sitting here going like, I'm not wearing like a Trump hat and shirt on you right now. Like, why do you gotta like?
Yeah, to me, that gives me anxiety. You just talking about it, like fighting and people who I will often say I was wrong. Immediately, like, why'd you do this? I don't know.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'll be like, well, here's your fact, and here's how wrong. You know, like I'm one of those people like you're completely full of shit. Anyway, okay.
Okay, yeah. All right.
So
what should we talk about that would be good for marketing?
So the telehealth platform. We can see here.
Should we also talk about there's a lot of like influencers and stuff in the peptide world that are getting shut down. Like where should they go? Like, you know what I mean?
Okay,
like,
so this is what it is. Okay, so the influencer world, you know, when you get out there and you're all day long, if you're just all in just trying to sell all day long, you can't do that, right? Because you're not a scientist, you're not a doctor.
Yeah.
You're in a
cringy.
Yeah. So you can, you should be able to talk about, research. You can talk about, what's going on. You can talk about, what's in the political realm. You can talk about things that are educational, but there's the blatant fact of like, buy from me, buy from me, buy from me. Yeah. You're getting shut down right now.
Yeah.
And
because you're just selling illegal drugs.
Yeah. So you're basically selling illegal drugs, and what they kind of contributed to. Luckily, they're not putting you in prison, but they're going to shut you down. Right. And then the guys that are blatantly, completely screwing the pooch, they have the risk right now. Those guys that got arrested in Mississippi.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'll have to do it.
Blatantly selling Chinese peptides on email, all that, 2-year investigation.
Yeah.
Everything that they ever had, all their cars, houses, money, everything got seized.
I'm kind of glad though. I mean, there is some responsibility for when you get online and you influence people to do certain things. I feel like what's up and coming to be a problem, I want to help people solve, like for myself. That's why initially I think people did follow me, is because I was sharing a problem that I had that I fixed for myself, and that I wanted other people to know. I didn't do it to make money. I was just like, hey, other women, like, just so you know, this helped me. And I think that what is happening right now with women specifically is because we have so little muscle to start with, is that we lost all of our muscle because we didn't do it properly. We basically just starved ourselves. We didn't eat.
Yeah, which is no good. And that's why
right.
the newer versions, which we have a new one, the Lepto coming, which is going to be amazing.
When did you say that's coming?
It's in my freezer. So
to this website for us to buy.
That's what we do. We're running the testing right now to make sure everything's good. But I'd say
2 months,
2 to 3 months. I mean, will I be able to get it out earlier? Probably, but I don't want to give you, I mean, it's done, right? I have 1,000 vials in my freezer right now.
When I'm done, I'd be really, because I think that is, because I saw a doctor the other day online talking about how stop telling everybody to eat more protein because they've lost weight. And they have no muscle. So that's why they're losing their hair. And so they need to just eat more protein. That's not the solution, because
it's also their vitamins that they're not getting. It's their minerals that they're not getting. I mean, if you stop eating food, it's not just protein. It's everything your body uses on a daily basis to work. Just like peptides do work. Your amino acids do work.
Yeah.
Your food does work. Your vitamins do work. You don't see as drastic a change,
but they do work.
You need them to exist. It's just like people that are like, you don't need to sleep. Like this is the greatest ballet mixed with a 200-piece orchestra with the craziest lighting crew with, it's so many pieces to make this production go well. It's not just one thing. What a lot of people were trying to do is, the first thing that people did was they just stopped eating on semaglutide.
Yeah.
Just they get it.
They were nauseous.
Yeah. And then I would tell people, I go, when you feel nauseous, take less. And then they go, well, it doesn't work as well. It's like, well, yeah, if you're puking all day, you're going to get skinnier. I get it. But like, that's not the right.
People say they don't like Retta because they don't feel nauseous anymore. That they went back. And I'm like, why?
That's how it works. You don't need to be sick.
Yeah. Like,
it wasn't designed that way.
Retta's so good because you were like, oh, yum, food sounds good. And then you take 3 bites and you're like,
I'm full. Yeah, like last night, I could have powered through an extra bowl of chicken and rice, but I really take very little. I take like 0.8 milligrams a week right now.
Yeah.
And I'm just doing it for glucose control and some other stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love eating, and I need to eat to control or to hold my weight.
Yeah.
My metabolic burn rate is like 3,800 calories.
Yeah.
So if I just sit on a couch, I got to eat almost 4,000 calories just to.
Yeah, the more muscle you have, the more I feel like for women right now who are stuck, I feel like if they would just say to themselves, like, the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to back off my dosage. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to get back in the gym, lift way heavier than what I think I should be lifting. Because women think that they're going to look like a man if they lift heavy weight, which is so dumb because it would be so hard.
Okay,
hard to look like that.
Here's a fun one. Oh, I don't do bench press because I don't want to screw up my boobs or whatever, because I'll look like. You're not going to instantaneously have my chest because you did bench press once.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
You know what? If it did, can you imagine how big I would be? Like, I'm already big, but with how much time I put in on that muscle part.
Yeah.
And, I have a big chest, but it's not like it's out to here.
Yeah.
Chelsea, she it's great. She comes whenever she goes to the gym with me. She's just like, I'll do whatever muscle group you're doing.
Yeah.
Because I probably don't do it enough.
She's probably right.
You should do all of them. I get it. You want the big butt and the thighs or, the waist. Great. Focus on that. But you hit every body part at least every 2 weeks. If you're please.
You should be feeling sore a little bit.
Look balanced.
Yeah. But I think if women did that to where they could actually start seeing the definition, then also probably eat more than you think you should.
Oh, I tell that to everybody though. Everybody oh yeah. Some guy showed me his macros. And he's at like 179 grams of protein and 145 grams of carbs and like 20 grams of fat. Mm-hmm. And I go, you're trying to get muscular? You're never going to. Sure, you might be getting kind of enough protein.
Yeah.
But you need carbs and you need fat too. Those help.
Well, this doctor was saying like protein is the one thing that your body is made to eat up all the protein that you eat, basically. She said, but these people these days that don't have any muscle and you've overeaten protein, like where does it go?
You shit
your
it out.
body's not meant to store it.
No, you just shit it out.
Right?
So you're just creating a larger waste dump. Okay.
Yeah.
So what you use protein for, like in my opinion, with like how I work in my body, is I just try to eat enough to where I know I have enough for my opportunity to grow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But I don't go to dinner and I decide, oh, I'm going to eat 100 grams of protein because no, your body can't absorb that. So I eat like 40 to 50 grams of protein. Now, if I get residual protein from the other dishes, but I'm like, okay, an 8-ounce filet is all you need.
Yeah.
That's it.
Small
Chicken.
little.
Well, that's all the protein you need, because with everything else you're probably having, you're going to get 8, 10, 12 grams. So you're 50 grams. You can't do it. So you should be eating more meals.
Yeah.
If you're going to do that.
More frequent meals.
I eat 6 meals a day.
What do you eat in a day?
8,000 calories.
What do you eat?
Okay. So
what'd you eat today? What'd you eat yesterday? Because it was a full day.
Okay. So a normal day is I get up in the morning, 5:30, 5:45.
Yeah.
Take the dog, take a piss. One of them.
The other one's piss outside or inside?
Outside.
Okay. That's my husband.
So, I have the puppy.
Kyle.
That one just loves to piss and shit everywhere but the outside. So I got to go with her. And then I do my injections. I make
What are your injections?
It depends on the day, but I mean, it's growth hormone, C-Max Slang, oxytocin, P21, NAD+, Klo. If I don't have Klo at the time, Glow with KPV.
Yeah.
And then from there, those are
Small dose Threada.
Yeah, twice a week I do
0.4
0.4 milligrams, if that.
Okay.
And then I do a tesofensine tablet, and then I do like an amino creatine shake.
Okay.
With no calories.
Okay.
And I jet off to the gym.
Yeah.
And then when I get back from the gym, I eat 15 eggs, 2 whole eggs and 13 egg whites. There's 5 grams of protein in
15 eggs. Do you drink them?
No, I eat those.
You fry them and they're like scrambled?
Scramble 'em. And then I'll do a cup of oatmeal with a scoop of peanut butter and blueberries.
Drew told me that oatmeal is garbage.
Well, I mean, okay, look at Drew, look at me. Sorry, Drew, it's not garbage. Yeah, is it the best thing you could eat? Like, I don't eat oatmeal all day.
Yeah, I love oatmeal.
But it's a good source of carbs.
Yeah.
It's better than cereal.
Yeah, so you don't get, what is it called that they used to get back in the day, scurvy?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the thing. I use that like Mighty Bread. That's like, if you look on that app, it's 100 out of 100.
Yeah.
It's all ancient grains. Great, right? So I'll do that as toast every once in a while too. But I need enough food, and that's a good filler. And I don't always finish it. I make sure I eat as much of the eggs, if all of them, and then some of that. So, and then I use like a handful of blueberries.
Okay.
That's that. So then 2 hours later, I usually drink, a dozen egg whites, and I'll have like some cashews.
Your pecs around?
Yeah, not on purpose.
Yeah, you're like,
they just move. And then I'll eat like a handful of cashews and an apple, and then I'll do lunch. And the lunch will be Panda Express with rice,
like white rice and their teriyaki.
Yeah, or I'll do like I'll do turkey, half of like 10 ounces of turkey with teriyaki sauce and rice, some of that. In fact, then about 2.5 after that, I do like 3 Greek yogurts with some granola or blueberries.
Yeah.
And then about 2.5 after that, I'll drink some more egg whites and have another snack of cashews or whatever. And then I'll eat dinner, and I'll eat whatever it is. I try and do like fish.
Yeah.
Chicken, something like that.
Yeah.
And sometimes steak, but it's mostly fish or chicken. And then I'll generally have ice cream before bed.
I love ice cream before bed. Why is that?
I just eat so much ice cream.
Have you tried I did a video about it.
The protein ice cream?
Well, it's actually not bad from Bluebell. It's actually
I haven't done that one. I just I eat every ice cream, but I do, when I feel like I've been a fat ass, I eat the protein one instead.
From Bluebell?
No, it's just called protein.
Dude, Bluebell.
I didn't even know Bluebell did one.
They do.
My buddy's favorite ice cream is Bluebell.
Nobody in Texas eats
$1,000 at a time. Well, yeah, he loves that Bluebell.
My favorite thing is Bluebell homemade vanilla ice cream with Dr. Pepper Zero. The cream soda one, and it like ices. Let it sit there for a second, and it ices, and then eat it with a spoon. Yeah, why do we crave ice cream before bed? That's weird.
I don't know.
A lot of people do.
I do like Dairy Queen blizzards, frozen yogurt.
Yes.
I'll do the Kirkland from Costco. Vanilla is so fucking good.
Oh,
it's so bad for you. It's so good though. And I get the mixed berry frozen pack, and I just throw them in there, and I just eat that together.
If you're being bad, what kind of meal do you eat? If you're like, I'm going to be bad.
Bad?
Yeah.
Round table pizza.
Pizza.
It's probably my worst meal I eat.
Yeah.
There's nothing good for you for pizza.
Yeah.
But I think other ones that people are like, oh, In-N-Out.
Ew, that's a California thing.
I love In-N-Out.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good.
Yeah, Texas is Whataburger. Don't listen to the In-N-Out thing. That's crazy.
I mean, Panda Express is people dig on, but it's not that bad for you. If you really look at the...
No.
I mean, if you eat only orange chicken,
yeah,
sure. But, I get
shrimp that's good.
I get white rice, I get orange chicken, and then I get like the mushroom chicken or like kung pao chicken, which are the serving. The serving is like 220 calories and, 18 grams of protein or something, right? It's like, okay, and some,
And you travel a lot too, so you have to kind of look for alternatives to eat out that's like good for you.
Yeah, I do. I try and do poke when I can. I'll do like in crunches. I'll do like protein like shakes from like I own a Nectar.
Yeah.
So like I love acai bowls stuff like that, but they're so heavy in sugar. I will not eat an acai bowl unless I'm finishing the gym or going to the gym.
Yeah.
It's just, even though it might not be the worst sugar for you because it's
a lot of sugar.
It's like 100 grams of sugar in that thing.
Sugar's so causes
and
inflammation.
Once you get to a certain level of sugar in the body, if you get it too quickly, your whole immune system will shut down.
Yeah.
People don't realize that.
I hear you talking and I think I eat terribly. I sleep terribly. I am just a hot mess of just crazy.
I mean,
I drink soda every day.
I drink alcohol.
I only eat once a day. I wish I could drink alcohol. Okay, let's talk about alcohol and Retta and anhedonia and the things like some of the negative side effects of Retta, like that people are struggling with. They should be aware of, like, because some people are really talking about this lack of. Because I've tell people like take oxytocin, it'll help with that. I do, where you just don't like give a fuck anymore.
Well, you are kind of.
Is it the Retta?
It's the GLP-1 in it.
It's the pleasure dulling.
Well, and that's for everything. So when you take SEMA, tirzepatide, or Retta, it's triggering that part of the brain for that addiction piece and that cravings piece. Mm-hmm. Well, it's not just only food.
Yeah.
So that's why it helps with, alcohol doesn't taste as good. Yeah. So you'll go out and normally if you're going to go out and drink 5-10 beers,
yeah,
you get like through 2 and you're just like, ugh.
Yeah, because people are getting like they're treating alcoholism with it. Somebody said gambling the other day.
This is the thing. Until I see,
that's ridiculous.
I'm sure maybe. I don't know if. Are
you powering through?
I'm trying to figure out.
Like, I'm powering through that.
Retta and like if you said, hey, here's $200,000 and you're in Vegas, I don't think Retta's stopping you from throwing dice at the craft.
I think you're on another level though. I think it's just if you're just mild drinker, like serious eaters can power through Retta.
I do.
I've seen people just be like, I feel sick, but I'm going because it's for pleasure.
If you give me a normal dose, let's say 3 milligrams of Retta, I will force eat at least 5,000 to 6,000 calories still.
Why?
Because if my brain says I need it for my body.
Yeah, you eat like a food.
And I'll just feel like shit. I'll feel bloated.
Yeah.
Constipated.
Yeah.
Like garbage, but I'll eat it because I know my body needs it.
Yeah. So
it's not about that. So I mean, if you're like, I'm a gambler.
Take Retta, you'll be great.
No, I don't see it. I mean, let's go back to hypnosis then.
Okay.
You're the little, you don't want to smoke anymore. You're not going to smoke anymore. You hate cigarettes. And you walk out the door, you're like,
I need cigarettes. Yeah. When people tell me no, I have to do it. I really want to do it.
Yeah. I mean, the alcohol, this is the thing. You're putting something in your body that's saying, get sugar out. And then if you're drinking, you're forcing massive amounts of fast acting glucose into your bloodstream. It's not a good balancing act, especially if you're on like a higher dose to combat it. Mm-hmm. That's when you can get like pancreatitis. Like your body's like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah. So have a little bit of self-control.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I'll take Retta and I'll feel like my sugar low because I don't eat properly. So totally. I do have a little sugar because like a diabetic.
People get hangry.
Yeah.
You should still be eating carbs. You should eat balanced meals. Just know that your body's going to get rid of the excess sugar faster.
Yeah.
What you don't need, your body will get rid of.
Yeah.
That's what's good about it. Just eat it. Don't eat excessive. Like, great, I'm on Retta, so I can eat, jelly bellies all day.
I mean, you can, but you'll feel really shitty.
No, you will. So, but know that you can go out and have rice and toast and all those normal things, and your body will take the carbs it needs, and your body will get the ones that are circulating through the blood that your body isn't using and get rid of them for you.
Yeah.
But eat them.
Yeah.
Like, eat a balanced meal. Eat fat. Eat some good protein. You're going to be fine.
You eat. How about eat?
Just eat. Yeah.
You told me one time, I was thinking about Retta. Should I do tirzepatide or Retta? And you said, remember you gave me the analogy of semaglutide versus tirzepatide versus Retta? Because a lot of people are like, oh, I'm going to use both, or I'm going to go back to tirzepatide from Retta. And I imagine what you told me all the time. And I'm like, so what's that like? You said something like a car with fuel or something.
No, it's I don't know. Maybe I did use. I don't know the exact one, but if you're taking Retta, you're taking SEMA already. It's part of it. And if you're taking Retta, you're taking tirzepatide. Right. It's part of it. So what is the logic of all you're doing is taking more of the substance, but you're leaving less glucagon out, or you're leaving less GIP out. If you don't like one or the other, they make versions that are like combinations of the group. So like, let's say like for me, I don't like GIP that much. The GIP is the actual thing that slows your gastrointestinal tract from down and gives you the heartburn, the constipation piece that people have, sometimes diarrhea. That's the GIP in tirzepatide and Retta. There's a product called survodutide. Okay. That's just GLP-1 and glucagon. They leave GIP out.
So it's Retta and Sema. I don't think I knew that.
Well, no, it's not Retta because Retta has GIP in it. It's Retta without the GIP. Okay. So
if you take that out, what is?
So now you get the faster acting, get the glucose out of your body. You get the I'm not going to be as hungry mode, and you get the glucagon aspect for the energy and releasing of carbohydrates and everything in the body. So it's like a cool way to like diet, but not have the belly issues.
Honestly, can I just say, like, I literally have the worst acid indigestion.
Yeah. So survodutide would do wonders for you. There's 10 versions of it.
We have it on the site. Okay. I'm going to do a video on that because
10 versions of it. And I'm telling you right now, if you have bloating, all that stuff, switch over. It's more, it's like 5 times more expensive than retatrutide.
Well, but I'm not taking that much.
No, I mean, not the cost. I'm just saying like the base materials. Yeah, it's way more expensive.
But you have it on there. I think that people don't know that. So I probably should. Yeah, I should probably. Yeah.
All right. I got to wrap up because I got to go get my leg lasered. But Ginger, amazing having you. Thanks for coming out from Texas. What are you doing tonight?
My daughter's here. We're hanging out at the beach.
Nice. Fun. You're both in Huntington?
Yeah.
Sweet.
So much to do.
Well, if you need any help with anywhere to go, let me know. I know everybody.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. And thank you for coming in. This was great. We should do it again soon.
Okay. All right. Done. Okay. That's wrap.
Wrap.
Okay. Well, good luck on your leg.
Thanks.
I'm curious to see what your tattoos look like when she gets done with you.
Oh, well, you mean like when there's new ones on? Or
is she going to do your new one?
This is going to be done by her really close friend, my left leg. She's
she does all something different.
Yeah.